Friends, family, followers, welcome to episode 3, Steve Flicks. I'm Steve-O,
How's it going, everybody? This is S Rod.
and our
Hey,
special guest, Kat,
hey.
Steve's sister. Special guest today's series is on Batman from 1989 to 1997, and we're super excited. And for anybody who's starting to watch our series, not going to lie, this is probably going to be a long episode. Don't be shy, hit pause and rewatch later or whatever, but we just really get into it. We're all, fanboys and we totally love this series, so we hope you guys enjoy. All right, so starting off, we have Batman 1989, directed, of course, by Tim Burton. They're all, of course, Warner Brother movies, the studio that took the realm on that. So, Steve, S-Rod, what do you think?
Yes, 1989. I remember it was a huge phenomenon coming out. My grandmother took me into the theaters. I believe I was in Houston at the time. We were visiting family. All you needed to know that it was crazy. Like the way they advertised it. The poster when you went to the movie theaters there was no date, there was no title, just the Batman logo. That's it. And it was like, whoa, what the heck? It's crazy. So we kind of really didn't know what we're going for. I mean, we just knew it was Batman. People that were familiar with the comics, the 60s slapstick Adam West corny bullshit that we're used to. They had the Batman cartoons back in the day, not the animated series, but the old cartoons, where they had fucking Batman and Robin, fucking Tale of Scooby-Doo, fucking solving problems, whatever, but the live action movie. And just a quick trivia on that, did y'all know that before we got what we got, there was talks of Batman 89, well, it was going to come out 85, I believe. Bill Murray was going to be Batman.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
That would have been bad.
Yep.
That would have
Comedy,
been interesting, though.
Yeah, they were going for comedy, slapstick comedy. Bill Murray's going to be Batman. I can't remember who else. I don't know, but I mean, I'm just glad they didn't go the comedy route and we got what we got.
Absolutely. What do you think, Kat?
Man, I remember when I first saw the movie, I was like, wow, like this is completely different compared to Superman, freaking The Flash, whatever. Batman is a real person. He doesn't have no superpowers. He's just a badass, normal guy, millionaire. And what I love about the movie is that it has a lot of dark tones to it. It's like a gothic vibe, and and it has all the characters that I love, the Joker, and it was just really, really cool action movie. I remember when Stevie showed it to me, I was so young and I was just so into it.
Absolutely. And I remember before it was coming out, the 1989 version, it was getting some real bad reviews already because no one wanted Michael Keaton to be Batman.
Exactly, I remember that.
He was known for like Gung Ho and some other comedy. What was it?
Mr. Mom.
There you go. That was it. Yep.
Yeah.
So he was known as a comedian,
Yep.
but Tim Burton, man, he was smart, and he went with this guy because I don't know. I guess Michael Keaton knocked it out of the ballpark. The casting, and obviously the rest is history. But what I love about Michael Keaton's Batman was he had two versions of himself. He was the the billionaire, GQ kind of guy when he was out of the suit, which is what he's supposed to be, and then when he's in the suit, he changed his voice. He was the only Batman. We're going to compare this to the other Batmans, but he's the only Batman that changes his voice within these four versions or whatever, and he set the tone for the Christian Bale.
Yes.
And Robert Pattinson, all these other guys, Ben Affleck, that are trying to copy what he started. So, And of course, Tim Burton. You can't get any darker than that. Great director. Super stoked. Let's see here. Jack Nicholson as Joker. What do you guys think?
Ooh, I got some trivia about that real quick. The studios were going for Jack Nicholson as Joker, right? He didn't want to do it at first, you know. So from what I remembered reading, is the one that really was excited for it was Robin Williams. So Robin Williams was going for the role, and like they couldn't get Jack Nicholson, so they're like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. Robin, you ready? And he's like, yeah. He was real excited, right? He wanted to do his take on the Joker. He had like a big old. Supposedly he's a huge fan. He had a big old idea on how he would play it. So what sucks is they kind of used Robin Williams as bait to Jack Nicholson because Jack Nicholson wasn't interested. So they go, okay, thank you, Jack, for everything. We appreciate it. But just let you know, we already got Robin Williams, fucking Popeye, fucking Mandy and Mork, we're fucking alien dude to play Joker. So, of course, Robin Williams was already popular at the time. And that kind of like Jack Nicholson, his fucking eyebrows fucking went higher. And he's like, you know what? I guess I'm going to have to be Joker. And fucking they got him. And then Robin Williams was very upset because he was excited. Okay, I'm going to get it. And then at the last minute, oh, well, Jack decided to do it. He was pissed off. And that was it. But honestly, it would have been interesting to see Robin Williams have it. He's got, the fucking nose, right? The schnoz, fucking the shit. He does look like Joker if you look at him from the side. And he was comedic. But I mean, I think, in my opinion, they did a tremendous job. Jack Nicholson is arguably one of my favorite, if not favorite, actor of all time. It's hard for me to pick a favorite movie because there's no such thing to me as a perfect movie, but it's hard for me to pick my favorite personally. But Jack Nicholson, I just love this actor. Not just that, this movie got me as a Jack Nicholson fan to where I went back and I watched his movies, legitimate movies. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, beautiful film. I love that movie. The list goes on. Witches of Eastwick, all the stuff that he made, Jack Nicholson, like, to me, he can do no wrong. Even in the shittiest movie, I love this actor so much. I'll watch it for him at least once.
Yeah. And like the thing about him playing as a Joker is that he actually kind of scared me as a kid, the way how he acted. Like when he first turned into the Joker, where the doctor was trying to fix him up. And then like I was like, oh, and he said, give me the mirror. And then after that, like all you see is like he's going all crazy because he saw himself. He looked all, creepy. He scared me.
Yes, and when we get back more into the movie, I'll have my gripes about him, though. There are gripes about Jack Nicholson as much as I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Kat says it best. He has that scary version of him after his plastic surgery. But I love Robin Williams. He's an incredible actor. It's sad that we lost him, but I know he could get dark, but we'll never know how dark he could have got with the Joker. But what sells it with Jack Nicholson is he is such a straight shooter, and that's what you needed for the gangster version of him, right? What was it, Jack Napier, right? Or what was his name?
Yeah,
Napier.
Jack.
Yeah, Napier. Yep. So we needed that straight shooter, the businessman, the gangster, right? Mm-hmm. And then he switched over. I mean, he did great with the laugh. He looked great. What do you think about at the end where he's fighting Batman and he's like, would you hit a guy with glasses?
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
Was random.
And I never really got a kick out of this scene until you, Esra, you were telling me when we watched it together, you said how it made you laugh. And all of a sudden it was just like super funny to me. I just started seeing where he goes, you idiot. He calls Batman, you idiot. And man, he was just such a great Joker. Overall, guys, the cast was well thought out. Kim Basinger, she was like a supermodel. She had a great character. The overall cast, I truly thought was well, planned. What do you guys think about the story?
This is what I wanted to get into the beginning. As a kid, like I knew of Batman the basics, right? The Adam West fucking bubbling idiot, right? Carrying a bomb, whatever, throwing it fucking whatever. He's a moron, right? But I mean, it is what it is with that series. You know, it was for the time it was a joke, right? So Batman was labeled a joke, fucking for decades until this movie came out. But let me ask y'all this: were y'all confused at the beginning? Because usually with these superhero movies, and I didn't pay attention as a kid, but as I got older as a teenager, even though I watched it 100 times, there's always these little times where I would get confused. Like even like when I first saw as a kid, like the beginning, I thought we were gonna get the origin story. We usually get origin stories with these superhero movies, and I always thought that that little kid, because I knew the basics, right? Even as a kid, he was a little kid with his parents. They got murdered in front of him. He became Batman. So I thought that little boy in the beginning was Batman, and those were his parents. And you see this fucking hopeless dude, high price, fucking, you got $1, mister? Like, damn, I got a quarter, bro, but he's already asking for $1, right? That's already too much. Walk the other way. Fucking drug addict, fucking red under his eyes, fucking all this shit, all right. But I always thought that was Batman. But then after that, you see Batman, and it's cool. You know, people would say it's cheesy, but I like the animation they use. Kind of like Cartoon Shadow, whatever. Like you see him watching, right? And anyway, that's what I was going to ask. Did y'all get kind of confused at that scene? Because I did. I thought that was Batman and his parents.
Yeah, I thought the same thing when I started rewatching it. I said, what? I said, I don't remember seeing him as a kid. Like, they showed how it began. No, it was just a damn bum asking some guy for change. And then these, you know what? I think like it's funny the way how they act. They act like I don't know, stupid. They're like, hey, mister. Or no, what did that guy say? He's like, hey, worry about the bats, that bat guy. Well, don't worry about him.
He's like, nah, don't worry about it. Johnny Gob took a bite off the roof. He's good. I heard the bat got him. The bat, oh,
yeah.
Come on, man. Give me a bat. That was funny. The fucking New York fucking accent of Brooklyn.
They sound like from like a, I don't know, a video game or some shit. I don't know. They sounded weird.
No, but no, you're right, Steve. That always threw me off too. It was like, oh, cool, the little origin story, and it's completely, present time or whatever. But no, what was I gonna say? No, there was a little touch of brilliance in there, even though it's a little confusing. If you think about it, it was Tim Burton's way of showing what happened in the past. Right, and then now, of course, Michael Keaton, he's dealing with the scars or whatever, and he has to go back to it, and Kim Basinger's, stalking him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it was a way to trim off some time if you think about it.
Yes, and I loved it, and I loved how he was actually scary Batman. Like, yeah, those dudes are punks or whatever, bums, but they were like when Batman shows up, it's like wow, like they shoot him, he's down, he gets up. Fucking kicks this dude, this fucking anorexic, fucking heroin addict, fucking goes through a fucking door, and then he grabs that dude. He's like, "Don't kill me, man! Don't kill me!" And he's all, "I'm not gonna kill you. I just want you to tell your friends about me." And he's all, "What are you?" And he grabs him the famous fucking line. And I don't give a fuck. Anybody says Michael Keaton owned it. He started it. He says, "Batman," and he fucking takes off, jumps off the roof. Danny Elfman's fucking overture, his music fucking going blazing. The dude goes, he's gone. Very creepy, man, and I love that, dude. Awesome. Then we go to Jack Nicholson, fucking overweight Joker, 80 pounds overweight, fucking late 60s. Fucking over here with some other dude's bitch, right? We get his introduction, and we'll get into that.
My question is, when are they going to put more police officers outside that opera house, bro? Everybody keeps getting thugged, bugged, freaking robbed and shit, man.
This guy's on a banana peel. That dude that had like, what do you have, throat cancer or whatever? Fucking,
Eckhart.
Where you been spending your nights? I thought he was the Penguin, bro, at first.
I actually thought that guy, the one that had like that talk, like he said had throat cancer, I actually thought he was fucking Commissioner Gordon. I was like, ooh. Like, what the fuck? They picked the worst Commissioner Gordon ever.
I know, that's a funny one.
He sounded gross.
Hobo.
They picked him off the street.
My one gripe with Michael Keaton, Steve, you know this better than anybody, bro, is that scene where he's trying to tell Kim Basinger who he is. First off, I hate that he was a coward about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just say it, man. Just freaking say it. I mean, if you're at that point and you want to come clean and you want to tell this person he obviously loves this, you know what I mean? Then just say it. But he was like a bubbling buffoon or whatever, you know what I mean? Like bonehead coward. And then my biggest gripe is, the Joker comes in with his crew, and there's another rooster, the hid house or whatever, right? But my gripe is the whole. Michael Keaton grabs the fire stick and smashes the vase and says, "Want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts!" Oh,
Yeah, that would always bug me because I was like, back to our Beetlejuice review. I wanted more Beetlejuice, right, bro? But what the fuck, Beetlejuice showing up in this movie? No,
To
it
me-
would have been the Beetlejuice movie. That was this one, bro. You're Batman.
to me, it was like a third character, bro. To me, it was like, what is this dude schizophrenic now? You know what I mean? That's a third dude, man. There's Suave GQ, Bruce Wade, and then there's freaking Dark Batman, and then there's Insane Maniac. When there's other his jealous version, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking Beetlejuice Batman.
I know. So dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, after he gets shot, remember he puts that metal plate in his, right? He gets shot. He's in the corner. Fucking pretend, which is coward too, bro. If you think about it, because Joker could have done anything. He could have raped her, anything, man. Killed her.
Yep.
Took her face up, whatever. And he cowardly waited in that corner. And then, where the hell did he go? Where did he go?
Exactly.
It was like an apartment complex. I thought he was right next to the window. That was the only way to get that, unless he's hiding in the closet until late at night where he can sneak out the front door. I don't know, man. I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. That was, to me, the worst scene in that movie, man.
What do you think, Evan?
I mean, I would have to agree. He went fucking overboard. Like when he got shot. I don't know. You want to get nuts? Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oof.
Yeah, it didn't fit. It didn't match. And like I said, man, he's like Bruce Wayne. He's like a top dog alpha male.
Yep.
In that scene, he's no alpha male to me, bro. He's freaking out. He's like he's overwhelmed. He's scared. You know what I mean? And you want to talk about bringing a knife to a gunfight? He's got that fire stick or whatever. What's he gonna do? He's like 6 feet away from freaking Joker.
Like a temper tantrum, right? Like a kid kind
of. I don't know. Yeah, but some of the, I don't know. Other than that, that's my only true gripe. What do you guys think about like the special effects, cinematography?
Oh, great. It was like a somewhat of a comic book, in my opinion. Comic book live action. It was so dark, but not dark to where you can't make out anything. Just like dark, shadowy, mysterious, right? That's what gave Tim Burton the job after Beetlejuice's success. He started out with Pee-wee's Big Adventure, goofy, cute, dark scenes in that movie. Very dark. Hopefully we get to that one day. Then they got Beetlejuice, huge hit, 1988, huge hit. That's what got Tim Burton hired. They erased the bullshit slapstick Bill Murray. I think Harold Ramis was supposed to direct that movie. And they said, let's do it a different route. They hired this fucking maniac. Honestly, bro, they probably found him like they fucking those bums, fucking all fucked up in the head, right? Fucking weird. He probably lives in this fucking attic of this fucking castle, right? Fucking started being a director. Anyway, that's what got him the gig here, and he did a fantastic job. But they had rules for him. They had big time rules that he couldn't push, he couldn't do. But they let him do a little bit, and he added his dark, mysterious tone. When we get to Batman Returns, I'll talk more about that. But anyway, to stick with this one, yeah, it was great. I love the everything about it. The effects, cinematography, great.
Yeah, I love the movie too. It had, the great scenery, the awesome soundtrack. I love Danny Elfman. He had awesome soundtrack, everything. The cast is good too. I mean, that's all I could really say about that.
Yeah, right. With some of the special effects that they had, Steve, you mentioned earlier when he's overseeing, like right in the beginning of the Batman movie, he's overseeing, remember, from the rooftop. That's special effects. That's not a real human. It was like a little cartoon, right? And then he sees it.
Yeah.
He whips around. You can see his cape. My favorite special effect, man, even as a kid. I mean, there's probably 100 of them, but the one that always stuck out for me was he's in the Batwing and he's flying. And remember, he takes all the balloons, right? That's releasing that toxic gas and killing the local citizens. He cuts them out, and then he goes up into the moon and freeze frames in the moon, making the Warner Brothers Batman logo.
Mm-hmm. That was perfect.
And
So simple yet so perfect.
It was awesome. It was awesome. He just went out of his way just to make that little emblem, right? And then he falls back down. But the gripe on the back end of that is how does he miss the Joker? Dude, this dude had torpedoes, he had missiles, he had machine gun, and he misses this one little dude in Joker, man. But he adds to the brilliance because Joker, he was like laughing his ass off. Freaking balls of steel, and he pulls out that gun. Remember that long barrel gun?
Mm-hmm.
One shot, one kill. And it's just, okay. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I had to bring up a character we haven't brought up yet, Bob the Goon. What do y'all think of him?
You put up a wood bed. No, he was a good right hand man.
Yeah, he's just his goon. That's it. That's all I could say.
I'll tell you one thing. He had his fucking back. He had his back big time. And I feel if Joker didn't take him out, I don't know. Joker would have gotten taken out, whatever. But I think he would have been out a little bit longer. I mean, because that guy would have followed him to the top. I feel like Bob the Goon, ironically, if he hadn't been shot, killed, that would have been his lifesaver. Fucking Bob the Goon. Fucking, they were 10 minutes late. Bob the Goon would have made sure the fucking helicopter would have been right there coming by the time Jack Nicholson and them were already coming up. Ready to go. Fucking T-Bleed. Big dude. He killed him, and that bothered me. The only dude that had his back from the beginning. I don't give a fuck if he's a maniac now. I honestly, in my opinion, I feel like he was a maniac already. Only difference is that, because this Jack Nicholson, bro, shining, fucking, he just seems like a maniac in real life. So, I mean, it bothered me that he took out Bob the Goon, because that's the one guy that was by his side from the beginning. The one guy that I felt that, it's funny, he wasn't scared of him. He treated Joker the same way he did as he treated Jack Napier. He was just his bro. He was there. He wasn't tough looking, but like Tatsu, right? But he was just there no matter what. He'll literally be there for you, bro. And he'll get his ass beat up, but guess what? He'll get his ass beat up just so you can have an extra 2 minutes to get away. I really like Bob the Goon. I think he was cool.
Yeah. And I think like when, and you knew when he really had his back, when that guy, the one with the throat cancer, where he had tried to shoot him, and then there he goes.
He came out like a fucking bird or a fucking cobra, like fucking right over behind his back. Fucking watch out, bro. Fucking.
Awesome. So, the last piece on the effects. What do you guys think about like Batman's? Remember, Joker said it best, man. Where does he get these freaking toys? Right, these are badass toys. So, what do you guys think? I mean, he had the Batwing, he had the Batmobile, he had shields on there. That was badass.
Yes.
It was just all voice, interactive. Obviously, he had that freaking harpoon or whatever the hell that he could swing on. I thought he was going to kill Joker. Why didn't he kill Joker? Right? He grabs Kim Basinger out of that museum or whatever, and he fucking puts that gun right in that dude's head, Joker's head. And just at the last second moves or whatever, and it shoots that harpoon out or whatever. But
yeah, make no mistake, this Batman kills. We'll get into it later with the movies, but this fucking Batman kills. He don't give a fuck. So I'm surprised he didn't just like fucking boom. Fucking it was a grappling hook shotgun. Fucking blow his head off and then fucking grappling hook.
So Kat said it best earlier. She said Danny Elfman did the soundtrack. Or he composed, right, the theme song that we played earlier, and then there was also "Party Man" by Prince. Believe it or not, I'm not that big of a Prince fan, but I did love this song. I mean, it was a great song. I mean, what do you guys think about the music?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. But I gotta bring up something real quick. Really, bro? I guess he's running out of fucking what? Like everybody wants to work for the Joker now. He's got fucking priests fucking working from they're fucking what? They're doing their sermons. They're fucking doing church, collecting charities, whatever. Then fucking 8 o'clock. I gotta go for the Joker. And they still have their shit on, bro. Their collar. What the hell was that? You remember that? I was like, what? Are they priests or what? Fucking Catholics.
He just had a bunch of maniacs, man. They were all freaking lunatics and stuff. He was recruiting these boneheads. They all had matching jackets with his face on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! So,
what'd you think about how he took out that dude? That all fucking crazy. What do you think of that?
What do you think, Kat?
Worthless. Worthless. That's
what came out of Batman? He put his hand out and like I can't never tell what it was. Was it like a fucking like a thing that you hold, a door stopper? What was it?
I don't know. It looked like it was like some kind of thick armor.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was something. And he shuts that dude up, man. Hilarious stuff.
He did have a good fight with that big dude though.
Oh, that Bill Cosby, like Bill Cosby on steroids. Remember when they're at the top of the tower? That dude gave him a fucking fight, and Bruce Wayne is in his fucking armor, and this dude's fucking I thought this was Bane, bro. At first, I was like, before I even knew Bane, when I saw him in the 4th movie, I was like, what are you doing, this piece of shit? Fucking hire Bill Cosby on steroids, man. That dude, like, he was so fucking tough, dude. Like, he beat the shit out of Batman.
That dude was Blade.
Yeah, that was Blade. Like,
Blade, 7 foot tall Blade. No, but no, it's funny you mentioned that because it was cool how he killed him too. He was hanging on that bell and bangs his head into it and drops his ass freaking 70 floors, whatever. But what do you guys think about the way Joker went out?
Oh, I'm glad we got to that. Oh, okay. Oh man, the orchestra, Danny Elfman. Tremendous soundtrack. I love it. Like the way. Okay, this is my problem. I didn't want Joker taken out. That's my. We'll get to that. But like we're talking about his demise. It was cool if it was a one movie, But you're gonna want more of him, because these are the comic book villains. When Batman comes back, I'm not saying we wanted Joker back. Give us some new villains, right? But have him locked up at Arkham Asylum or wherever they put him, and he could come back later, But this made it to where he's never coming back in this series. There's no way you can bring him back. I think it was cool, but there's no fucking way to bring this dude back. He's crushed into it like fucking Jello.
Mm-hmm. Kat?
Yeah, but to be honest, I thought like it was very. For some reason, I felt like he was gonna come back because remember at the end you hear like that laugh, and then when they looked, they opened his jacket. He had like a little bag, and like it was, I don't know what it was, but like it was just laughing. I thought like maybe like he's gonna come back from the dead or something. I don't know. I just felt like something was gonna happen like that. Do y'all know what that was? What was that supposed to be?
No, we've always wondered. I know I have.
We've always wondered. I was just thinking like, that was his laugh box or some shit, because he's like, even in death, he's got one last little joke. That's but I mean,
his last laugh.
Last laugh, yeah.
Yeah, and Steve said it best. I'm just going to caveat what he said. I see. Honestly, I don't think Tim Burton and the production, they were just so, I think, focused on getting this movie done. They oversaw the fact that Jack Nicholson was going to become a legend. Both of them, legendary Batman, legendary Joker, and then because they missed that fact, they killed him off. They didn't even know to bring him back, which was a huge loss. And then Kat, you brought up that little bag. I always wondered what it was. I always thought it was the last laugh, but it did throw me off. I was like, "Is this dude alive?" I thought that was his. He lost his heart, and he was literally I don't know, a zombie. I know it sounds stupid, but he was just like living life without a freaking heart in his chest, and that was his real heart. But like I said, I was a kid. It was 1989. I didn't know what to think because it was a little confusing at the end, but he did get the last laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So. Sure did. And real quick before we move on, I know we skipped it. what did y'all think of how he became Joker when he got dropped into the vat of acid or whatever they called it?
Well, I think that when I was watching it, I said, "Oh, well, the Joker. He's like." I feel like Batman was struggling because the Joker was heavy, and then he just fucking slips. Like he's like, "Damn, dude, you're too fucking heavy. I ain't gonna try and pick you up."
He's like, why am I saving this dude anyways?
I love the music, man. It goes back to when he's struggling with him when he drops him and like he lifts it. The music just and it goes all rowdy into it, and you see them like face to face. Like I love the music, man. Like it was perfect. The music is a character in the plot. That's how much they made it. How Danny Elfman had made it. How Tim Burton had them go with it. How they planned it. It was literally a character in the movie. The fucking music, the composer. I mean, the themes. You can't. It would not be the same movie without that theme. Without any of the music of Danny.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah, I thought we always had that debate. I thought he dropped or he let Joker go on purpose. But now after all these years, I think he slipped. He was just too heavy, man, this dude. But if you think about it, if you're trying to help somebody and he's slipping, one, you're gonna say something, dude, you're slipping. But like with the last bit of energy, you're gonna want to swing that person to safety. I don't know. He was just like, screw this dude, right? And then, yeah, that's how I thought of it. One thing we didn't bring up was they kind of screwed up the story. Was remember Jack Napier killed Bruce Wayne's parents?
Right.
When who was it really?
Yeah, it was in the comics and the cartoons and everything. It was this dude named Joe Chill.
What do you guys think about that? They just said, nah, Jack Napier did it.
What do you think, Pat?
I feel like it was the Joker, because like when they were fighting, he tells, "Oh, you killed my parents," and then he was like, "Oh, you wouldn't be the guy with glasses, would you?" Or, I feel like he hated him so much, the way how he was fighting him. Like, I just felt like it should have just stick to the Joker of him killing his parents, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. They with me when I was younger, I was cool with it. But at the same time, now as older, I was like, well, do we really need to have the Joker to be the one kill the parents? Like, he's like the thing with Batman and Joker, they have this love-hate relationship, which is crazy. But and you don't have to give Batman another excuse to hate him, But I saw they did something different with this movie, which was great. That's why I loved it. Besides from the comics, because the comics thing is he never kills Joker because Batman doesn't kill. There's been times where he's killed before, but he's never did cold-blooded murder, fucking bazookas, guns like to blow up some dude, and then like you have the guns but you miss. Okay, well, you need to get your fucking shit fixed up. Alfred's fucking slacking off in the mechanic shop, I guess. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's good. Whatever you got next, Evo.
So, well, we have S-Rod's The Good, the Bad.
Okay. Yeah, S-Rod's Good, the Bad. I mean, the good, the music is tremendous. The cast, love it. I mean, all of them. They did a tremendous job. That sleazeball, what was his name? Knox or whatever. I mean, he was. Yeah, there's Eckhart. Like all of them, they did good. The Bad, the death of Joker. The death of Joker. He's an iconic character even before the '89 movie came out. In the comics, any comic book dude or whoever would agree 100% with me. He's an iconic villain before even the live action movies came out. You just can't kill him. You can't. And that's it for me.
For me, the good is the music, the picture, and the cast. The whole cast is great. And as for the bad, I guess I would just say from that scene where where Bruce Wayne became Beetlejuice in that moment. That's it for me. That's all I could say.
So for Steve-O's winners and losers, the winners, of course, I know we've beaten this dead horse here, but yeah, the music, the cast, the acting. Believe it or not, the loser that I give it is somewhat of the story, because we've already mentioned, the blemish in the beginning, where it's like, wait a minute, is this Bruce Wayne as a kid? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's some completely different, identical story,
Right.
which was kind of weird. And then they threw out Joe Chill. It's Jack Napier that killed his parents,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's still part of the story. They killed off the Joker.
Yep.
Okay, and I mean literally that story, that chapter is closed forever in the Tim Burton universe or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, they killed a legend on that one. So, to me, that would be the loser. Now, overall, for skulls, right? We don't do stars, we do skulls, 1 to 10. I'm going to give this an 8 to 9 skulls. Classic, great movie.
Same here. I'd give it a between an 8 and a 9. Classic. But you had a great point. The story is not perfect. The story is a good story, but it has its faults. Not to go back too much into it, but especially super quick. The reveal of Batman, Vicky Vale's reveal to Batman. Alfred, like, you know what? Fucking just let her in the fucking thing, and that's it. And Pobrecito, he's probably got dementia already. Poor guy's in his 80s already, Alfred. This is the first movie, bro. He's already 82 years old, and he lets her in. So I guess that's why he didn't fire his ass. He's got dementia, Pobrecito. He's got to take his medication. He already fucked up on the Batwing. Come on, Alfred, get your shit together, man. And on part 2, we'll get into it. He fucks up on his soup. It's cold. So yeah, so I'd say you're right. The fucking the story it's far from perfect, But you got anything to add, Pat?
No, for me, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a classic. There's, it's a wonderful movie.
Yeah, the last thing I'll say is, I think it scores high, even after some of the flaws that we found, is because it started the trend. It started the real Batman that we all love, and
Right.
because of that, it'll always be a very high. It won't be perfect 10,
Right.
but it's close. It's close to it. So
It set the standard for Batman. It brought him back to what the comics wanted us to think as Batman.
Right.
The dark, creepy, split personality. One personality, Bruce Wayne, the other Batman. When he puts on that mask, bro, he's Batman. When he has it off, he's Bruce Wayne. That's what the comics wanted us to believe. This movie set the standard. Adam West and them, their ship had sailed. I mean, and that was it. Now we have a standard we got to go by, and let's see what the sequels do with the high bar that we're at with the first movie.
Right. Okay, so moving on. 3 years later, 1992, Batman Returns comes out. Still Warner Brothers Pictures, directed by Tim Burton. Danny Elfman's composing the music. What do you think?
Yep, this one, now I bring it up. Now, it was a huge, huge success, Batman 89. So Tim Burton, this put him on the map, really 100% legitimate. He just did a goofball Pee Wee's Herman. He did Beetlejuice. Now he did a superhero movie. He's up there now. So they were coming to his door, like big time, begging him to do another one. He didn't want to do it. He had from what his interviews were saying, they were talking about him. He had a terrible job on Batman 89. When he was working, especially, we didn't bring him up, but Jack Palance, he played boss Carl Grissom. He got into it, he yelled at Tim Burton because he did a line. Tim Burton wanted him to do it again, and he yelled at him. You're nobody. I'm a big time. So he had a lot of pressure. He didn't want to do it. So the only reason it came back is because Warner Brothers said, "What do you want?" And Tim Burton said, "I want complete 100% control on everything. Like y'all gave me strings on 89 Batman. Now, no strings. I want anything I want to do." They said, "Okay, here you go. Here's the paper. Sign it." They agreed. So we're going to get into that. But that's what I wanted to put out before we get into it. Tim Burton had 100% control to do anything he wanted, except the basics. Batman can't die. and that was it.
Good. And so the story, of course, we have Batman, and then it's basically, literally, the origin story and the birth of, the Penguin, and the origin story of Catwoman. The cast was phenomenal, right? You still have a legendary Michael Keaton Batman. You got Christopher Walken, right? He's Catwoman's boss, as far as Michelle Pfeiffer's boss when she's still human, still sane. You have, of course, Danny DeVito as the Penguin. Once again, Michelle Pfeiffer did a great job as a Catwoman.
Right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, she did a tremendous job. She was, I mean, just phenomenal. That suit, that cat suit, the way they did it, they had it. I mean, she just fit perfect in it, and it's not just her looks; it's her acting. She's a tremendous actress. I never go by like how an actor or actress looks. It's like, is they a good actor or not? Now, obviously, they're not going to get Roseanne Barr to play Catwoman, obviously, but they did a great job with her. Penguin, what I love what they did with Penguin, he was a creepy, disgusting slob. I mean, like literally, great acting by Danny DeVito. I'll argue that he wasn't wearing a fat suit. I'll argue that was him in that suit, except with the same pee stains, caca stains, whatever. They put on makeup on him, and that was it. You got him. He had that bald spot. They added the nose to him, and I mean, and I love that they weren't trying, which they'll get into it later, that they did the, what do you call it? They did the, no more of like, we'll get into it. The villain has to be a Joker villain. This was the, arguably out of the four, this is the unique villain of the four movies because him and Catwoman aren't playing the Joker at all. Later on, they just have Joker return, but hey, they crushed him. So what are we doing? Danny DeVito's a legitimate new villain. He did a tremendous job. I mean, creepy, disgusting, pervert. I mean, Kat, you want to add to it?
Yeah, so I believe that the Catwoman was amazing. I loved her. The Penguin, I actually felt really sorry for him.
Yes.
Because, the parents, they thought that he was disgusting and they threw him in the sewer. And who took care of him? The Penguins.
Right.
They became his parents, whatever. His guardian. It made me feel really sorry for him. I was scared of him because he looked disgusting. He was creepy. And then, at the same time, I felt sorry for him. Now, the mayor, Christopher Walken, Shrek. What bothered me, he has this, like, back in the 1700s hair, George Washington.
Yep.
That bothered me the most about him. It's like
he got zapped. Fucking...
yeah. Like, his hair, dude. Gross.
So Shrek was he owned that business. Remember, he wanted the Penguin to run for mayor.
Yeah.
Just FYI. But the origin story for Penguin for me, I thought it was okay. I mean, how many people have freaking penguins living under their sewer system? I don't know. A little bit of a far fetch. It's dark. Okay, I guess there was some lost penguins. And
hey, maybe Tim Burton has penguins in his garden, bro, and with the fucking has it in his big giant refrigerator, bro. At his fucking basket, bro. You had 100% control,
Right, and then how. Okay, so he's a freak of nature as a baby. We didn't get to see him. We did see his hands. I was doing them earlier. His hands as a little baby, but so he looks like a penguin. They throw him in the sewer or whatever. They throw him down that little creek, and then. God forbid he looked like a freaking bear. There was freaking bears living down in the freaking sewer. I don't know. It was just too coincidental for me. But cool, super cool. I love the fact that there was those kids from the circus, right? That ended up being his goons. I could see that. That's cool. Right. And then Catwoman's origin story.
Right.
Shrek pushes her out of a window. So windows are hard, man. I mean, she must have got really pushed like an explosion to fly out that first window. Anyway, so then she goes through all those different, those tarps or whatever the heck you want to call them. And then she falls down. So she had a embraced, I don't want to say death, but fall. Right. So that's why she's not dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cats start licking her. And then
Which cats would do, man. Oof.
Yeah, but and then she snaps. So there's the initial shock of being murdered, falling through all these little different tarps or whatever, and then landing down, and then the cats lick her. But I don't know. She becomes a Catwoman after that, and she becomes. It was cool how they, Tim Burton wanted her to be a very weak female, right? Very clumsy. She was a hot mess, right?
Yes.
And how the hell did she ever get that job as an assistant, anyways, bro? If she's a hot mess, terrible. Anyways,
I know, right?
But anyways, she's a hot mess in personal, professional life. And then all of a sudden, she's a Catwoman, and then she's like everything she ever wanted to be. Everything she could have ever dreamed. She's sexy and attractive, and then she's strong. She's she's got a backbone. She doesn't take shit from nobody.
Right.
And then shows up to work the next day and plays it off with Shrek, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had a skiing accident. But
that was.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, far-fetched. What happened? We'll get into it about how supernatural she really is. Obviously, she is, but what do you call it? The cat and mouse game with Shrek. I wasn't buying it. You pushed me out of a window. First of all, I'm gonna want revenge, but I mean, hey, he's got Superman strength, bro. Like you said, that window ain't gonna be just one little thing, dude. It's gonna be very fucking thick. So I don't know. He must have been Hulk strength to push her through it. First of all, I don't know. Then when she comes back to him, she kind of like, yeah, or you had a skiing accident, right? How'd you hit? Because like. And she goes with it. I'm like, no, faggot, you fucking killed me, you motherfucker. I would have said it everywhere, dude. I would have said it in front of Batman for everybody. Like she. I mean, I understand you're plotting your revenge, right? But at the same time, I mean, hey, I'm supernatural, but hey, he's supernatural too. He pushed me with fucking Hulk strength through this damn glass. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't like that back and forth between them. Catwoman, she could have did something different with it, whatever. Honestly, in my opinion, I love Christopher Walken. Awesome actor. His character's cool, but, he shouldn't have been around too much longer in this movie, bro. He should have just been killed right off the bat. There's no reason for her to play cat and mouse with this dude, little games.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that real quick because obviously if she's coming back and she's downplaying the fact that he tried to murder her,
right?
She's got dirt on him.
Exactly, a lot of dirt.
So this dude, first off, he shouldn't have tried to kill her in the first place. But to play it off and be like, oh, she's cool. She just came back from this. First off, how the hell did she not die? Is his first thought. And then he's like, cool. Well, she didn't die after all. Wow.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, well, I'll just dump her off a higher fucking roof next time or whatever.
Yeah.
Window.
And then that's the other part is like, then he's okay with the fact that she's not going to rat on him.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah.
If I was this dude, I would have immediately had security come take her ass out of there. No, thank you. Right. And then, I don't know. Kill her off later or something. But anyways, that's just the way I think. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, I think like it was weird. Like she fucking got fired when he fucking pushed her off the cliff, whatever, the building.
Right.
And then like it's so weird. Like now he's like, oh, okay, oh, Selena, how was that trip? Do you remember? She's like, oh, it was all I have this amnesia thing. I was like, oh, why would you still be there? What? And then I'm thinking, why the hell would you go back to work over there for fucking Shrek? And then why, if I was her, I wouldn't have gone back. I would have been plotting, to kill him. I would think of ways to kill this dude. Nah, that was my only thing.
And Kat, you said it best. You said it. I can't believe I missed it, but you said it best. You said As soon as she was pushing out that window, she was fired.
Yes.
Then that means that morning, before she even showed up, I would have been telling HR department, "Hey, make sure you get her out of the system." But then you know what? She survived that fall. She could keep her job.
Exactly, and somewhere, and oh man, she literally woke up the next morning. Oh, I gotta go to work. I'm gonna be late. Fix her shit up, her makeup. Clocked in to the fucking building, and just got her paperwork together like it's a normal fucking day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then he's
But
like,
no-
"Oh yeah, she's rehired."
Yeah, you're right though. She's fired. So he still made up his mind. He doesn't want her to work there. But she says, "Nope, I'm coming back, whether you like it or not. But now I got my shit together because I'm Catwoman."
Yeah, fucking type in her shit, fucking punch accepted, 8 a.m. Like still everything's active, Come
Oh
on.
my gosh. Oh man, I'm sorry to beat that to a pulp, dude, but I could hold back on it. What do you guys think about the Batman this time?
Oh man, still phenomenal job. You know what I love about it this time is and I didn't bring it into the first movie, but this Batman, Michael Keaton, second time around, he doesn't talk much, which is great. Fucking great. You don't want him talking too much. Even I love the scene when he saves fucking Selena Kyle with those stupid clowns. Saves her ass, right? Oh, you missed. Fucking breaks that thing, knocks him out, right? Well, you could debate if he's killed. It looks like he was pretty fucking dead. But, he just looks at her. She kicks him. He's like, wow, he's Batman, or is it just Batman? And he just, keeps looking at her, and he slowly backs away, walks off. The fucking mayor's there, Commissioner Gordon. Thanks for saving the day, Batman. I'm afraid the circus gang is back. He's like, we'll see. And he just keeps walking. That's it. Not much to say, which is great. And when he says it, he does his same dark, soft-spoken voice. That's it. Love it. Tremendous. If you didn't agree on how good of a Batman he played on the first one, in my opinion, I think this one will get you. Yeah, this one did it.
Yeah, not only that, but he's a killer. Like
he's Jason Voorhees in costume.
but like I freaked out when I was watching it. The devil with that fire. He was playing the fire in the toy store or whatever. Batman, he turns his Batmobile, and the devil's like, he's like, what? And then the fucking fire comes out, and there he is, burning alive. He's dead.
Worse than Jason.
Yeah,
doesn't laugh at his kills, are sadistic. Fucking,
He's not fucking around in this one, basically, right?
he's killing people like fucking what? We change our socks or like.
He introduces the new Batarang with the freaking Game Boy things on it. He's got time to put it a program. Freaking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, but anyway,
Alfred. Yep, Alfred fucking up again, bro. Dementia. He's 86 now. He didn't add a fucking thing on that Game Boy shit to put a dog or an animal on there. That's why the dog got it. Fucking Alfred keeps fucking up throughout the series, bro.
Fucking jumped 6 feet in the air and snagged it.
Yeah, he's a circus dog. I guess I get it, right? But Alfred, dude, I would have been like, Alfred, what the fuck? Fuck it up. You're lucky, man.
But the one thing on this Batman, so remember at the end of Batman 1989, remember Commissioner Gordon, he's talking, and they're like, well, how are we gonna get his attention? Easy with the bat signal, right? So we never got to see it, but in this one, it has that scene. Michael Keaton's in his house, coincidentally, just sitting there waiting.
Fucking boring life.
I'm bored of life. He's like, how come I can't be killing fucking fire demons right now with boomerang? He's like this, and then all of a sudden the light comes in and
I feel like almost like he's plotting different like different ways of killing people, bro. He's so bored. He's just there like
I know.
He's read all the books already. He's worried like, when are they gonna call me so I can fucking kill a motherfucker? And that's what happens. Right when they call him fucking murderer, fucking ready to murder.
I know. He's probably thinking about how to get rid of Alfred or whatever. How can I get rid of this dude, man?
Yeah, he's like
he's my family. No, but
Fucking he owed someone like big fucking debt. Like fucking, oh man. What do you think, Catherine, about that? Like Steve-O said about, he's just sitting there bored and all of a sudden fucking murder light.
Yes, that's what he was fucking thinking. He said, man, man, I wish I could have killed the fucking Joker. Now I have my chance to kill somebody else.
He's like, the only regret I have about killing Jokers, I can't kill him again and again and again.
Yeah, so he said, oh, he's the devil. He's like, oh, I hate demons.
But
it's a great choice for me.
But I'm not knocking the bat signal. I love that scene.
Yes.
I brought it up because I like the fact that we got to see it happen, and it like bounced off some shit or whatever, so that way it was shown into his house. Because if you think about it, if it's, you know, let's say the bat signal's downtown, it's just a light beam in the air. I mean, he might be in the restroom for all we know, right? How does he know? They thought about, you know, all these little light things hit and it's into his house, freaking waking his ass up. Doesn't matter. But anyways, believe it or not, guys, one of my top favorite characters, and I know you didn't care for him too much, Steve, but I like the Christopher Walken character. First of all, I'm a big Christopher Walken fan.
Oh, me too. I love Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, Shrek plays a huge part in this role. He is the nucleus between Catwoman and Penguin.
And Batman.
He creates Catwoman, and then he uses his business mindset, his marketing expertise to get the Penguin to run for mayor. He's the one that twisted the whole thing. Remember, for Penguin, he's not some creature that lives under underground and everybody hates him and he should be in a circus. No, they made him a hero.
Mm-hmm.
He survived and this, that, and the other, and he should be mayor. And but the way he does it, he's so conniving. He's genius. He's conniving with Batman. Or not even Batman. It was really Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, yeah, and it's debatable that Christopher Walken's Max Schreck is the main villain of the movie. It's debatable.
Yeah,
because like you said, he's the one that corrupted everything. He didn't do no mouse and play with Batman. He had nothing to do with Batman till the very end. But he was fucking around Bruce Wayne's head, like little intimidation games, right? Yeah. It's all about money and business for him, his legacy. But it's debatable that Penguin's not the main villain, not even Catwoman. Catwoman and Penguin are the victims to this man, Max Schreck.
Right. What do you think of that?
Yeah, he was a big part of the whole movie because he was the one who created Catwoman, and then he tried to. Was he trying to be mayor or something? Was he trying to mess up Penguin? I was trying to remember that.
No, he wanted to help So the Penguin wanted to kill Shrek.
Yeah.
Because he's the one that dropped like toxic waste down the drain and this and that. Penguin knew Shrek was a slithering scumbag, but he weaseled himself out, freaking mastermind, because he said, wait, I can make you the mayor. I'll give you that power. And so he tricked the Penguin into basically giving him, his life back, not killing him. And then, of course, we all know how, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but go ahead, Kat.
Yeah, so I feel like he played the big part of it. And, I was thinking about the ending. I feel like he's stupid because at the very end, Batman, he has he loved Catwoman, Selina. And he was already, revealing to himself. He started talking like Bruce Wayne, saying, hey, me and you were the same. And then, he took off his mask, whatever. And then she's like, oh, I want to be with you, whatever. But then she starts going crazy again. And then Christopher Walken goes, Selina Kyle. And then she's like, oh, yeah. Then he sees Bruce Wayne, goes, Bruce, why are you dressed up as Batman?
And Catwoman said it best, because he is Batman, you moron.
Yeah. I'm like, really, dude? Like, come on. He took off the mask. He's fucking Batman. You don't gotta ask.
Oh, man. No, one thing, guys, that I think Tim Burton created, and I don't know how many movies out there. I'm not just talking about comic book movies, but how many movies out there had this same chemistry. But if you think about it, and you kind of mentioned it too, Kat, where Selena and Bruce Wayne, right? Ultimately, Catwoman and Batman, they had this love chemistry together, and then they found out that they were each other's enemies. They wanted to kill each other. I thought
I
that
love
was
that scene.
so creative. And like I said, just thinking outside the box, I don't know how many movies have ever done that ever again.
Right. It was great.
Mr. and Mrs. Black with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay.
For me, is the closest thing, right? Where they're rival, and I don't want to get into that, but they're rival agents, and they realize, that they've been trying to kill each other lately. But anyways, other than that, they had that gym underneath,
Mm-hmm.
the whole story. So I thought that was incredible. What do you guys think?
Yes, I thought it was great the way they found out each other's alter ego. Beautiful, beautiful scene, man. Great. The way her and Batman were together, she says her little, thing, and he's like, okay, he says his stuff. But then whenever they're together, as themselves. And what I love about that scene, too, is like everybody's wearing a mask at that ball, but they're the only ones not wearing masks. They wear masks all the time, right? I mean, fucking, they're the only ones. But if you think about it, they are wearing their masks. Like their true identity is the alter ego inside, the Catwoman, the Batman,
Mm-hmm.
Kat?
Yeah, like I agree with that. The thing that I wanted to talk about was the Penguin. He, like I said, I feel bad for him, and then, he was funny too because he was a pervert,
big time
pervert with the Catwoman, and she was just disgusting. And then, like, I feel really bad for him in the end. Like towards the end, he's all shot, and um, I think he finds out that Bruce Wayne is Batman because he finally sees him, and what sucks is that, he's already fucking dying. And the penguins are all coming out.
Hey, Kat, I was going to say, why do you think he's a pervert? He's been in that sewer for freaking, 40 years, 50 years? This dude's ready to pop, man. He's been playing card games with penguins the whole time and circus. Oh, man. The only chick that I remember was the chick that did the announcement. Remember that? Bad Bear, 3, 2. Remember she was doing the countdown or whatever. That was the only thing I watched, though, bro. I don't know.
Penguins are moving above, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, exactly. And to bring this up so we don't forget, because I've been keeping it in my head, man. I think this is hilarious, this scene. This is the type of maniac that fucking Michael Keaton's Batman is, okay? I'm going to bring up 2 times where he's a fucking insane, dangerous, to where even though he's my hero, I don't want to be next to this fucking dude. Okay, number 1, fucking clown dudes, the big strong man, fucking going up to Batman, right? He's just walking around, bro. He takes this fucking stick of like dynamite, right? And fucking he's all walking, they're playing the badass music, Danny Elfman. He runs into this big strong dude, and that dude fucking punches him in his chest, and like he's like, yeah, go ahead. Like, and I think it's hilarious. Like right when that man ends, like saying that, go ahead and hit me. Right when he says hit me, fucking he doesn't hesitate. Boom, he punches him right away. He don't feel nothing, right? He laughs. It was pretty quick. He strapped that fucking dynamite to him, and he freaks out. He gives him the biggest fucking smile, hits him one time, blows up. Boom, that's it. Walks away like nothing just happened. Hey, bro, when he was sitting down waiting for that bat signal, he was literally taking notes on new ways to kill. And he was proud of that one. Now, this is the one that really tells me he's a fucking maniac psychopath, and he planned the murder of countless fucking villains. He fucking, who the hell carries fucking, what did he have on him when he's fighting Catwoman? Napalm? When they're fucking, Batman carries napalm on him, and he fucking throws it at this bitch. And I know he wasn't aiming for her arm, bro. He's a killer. He wanted to throw it into his bitch's face, and if he's not gonna kill her, it's gonna deform her, and that was it. I always thought that was hilarious. This is a Batman that murders with glee, no remorse, and carries napalm on him just in case, for new ways to murder. Fucking napalm. I think it's hilarious,
Very true. Kat?
Yeah, Batman is he is a fucking maniac. There was that scene, I remember you telling me this earlier, Steve, where he has that split personality. Was that one on part 2?
Mm-hmm.
Where he was trying to go into the cave, and then like he's like, oh, I forgot how it was.
Oh, yes, I know exactly. This is the scene.
Yeah.
I'm glad you reminded me because I wanted to bring this up. We started discussing this.
Yeah.
I love this scene. This scene is debatable, and to myself that this is my favorite movie out of the two. I've always loved the first movie, but as I gotten older, I still love it. It's a classic. But I think this one's my favorite. And it goes into this one scene where after Penguin took over the Batmobile, everything's fine and dandy except the police officers they're chasing. There's like 5-6 police cruisers chasing Batman. So the buildings are coming up, right? And there's just this little like area for him to go through. The Batmobile will not fit. So he hits a button in his Batman alter ego. He goes, "That's funny." And he still goes and he goes. He starts messing with that button again. It doesn't work. So right before he hits it one more time, the Bruce Wayne alter ego, his other personality comes out while he's wearing the bat suit, and he uses his soft-spoken Bruce Wayne voice. He goes, "All right, now we're worried." And I thought that was so cool. Like he came out, and then he hits that fucking switch. The fucking music comes out, dun, 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 and it starts transforming piece by piece. He goes right through. That's it. The cops crash. I love that scene 100%, and I think that scene, in my opinion, I'm not saying y'all agree with me. This is me. This one is the better movie out of the two. As goofy as this one is, the other one had its thing. This is pretty goofy. We already got into it a lot more than Batman '89, but that one scene I love. That his alter ego came out, Bruce Wayne, because he was actually terrifying. He says, "All right, now we're worried." Him and Batman are worried, and he's a maniac, And he did it. The music perfect.
Yeah, and you said this one's goofier, but honestly, dude, we didn't laugh as much as that first one. Think about it. There's not a lot of comedic. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like when you first watched Batman Returns. There's not a whole lot of funny shit to laugh at. You know what I mean? Super cool. So you kind of mentioned a few things, right? The sides of the Batmobile flying off. They also had, so they didn't have the Batwing in this one.
No.
Okay. They had the what's it called? The one in the water there. I can't remember.
I don't know what they called it, but that was a neat.
The Bat Boat. Some shit.
Something like that. But I mean, it was nice.
It worked in the picture though. I mean, he was flying down that damn sewer system, man. That was funny. And then we mentioned the Batarang. Kat mentioned that the Batmobile now has the ability to flip and reverse, right? Because it's not such a easy. It's not a Prius, right? This dude's driving a big ass boat. And what other special effects did you guys see in here?
I noticed all the gadgets they had, like not overboard. We're gonna get into that shortly with the other sequels. But yeah, like it was cheesy, little Game Boy, fucking all over the place, whatever. I mean, but I liked it though. He had gadgets out of this world, napalm carrying shit. I mean, really out of this world. But they didn't overdo it to me. Like they kind of did, but you know what I'm saying? Like we'll get into that with the next one. But I like that we had new gadgets, which was cool. It was great. Just the way the movie looks again, it's dark. It has a lot of sexual, innuendos. Like a lot of like crazy Penguin comes into play, stuff like that. But like creepy vibes. His plot is creepy. He hates what happened to him, so like he's gonna take it out on the firstborn sons of Gotham City, which I thought was creepy, like crazy. And but it was Tim Burton all the way. I feel, in my opinion, if Tim Burton had his way 100%, he would have had Batman lose this movie, and Penguin would have been the victor because he's all about the freaks, those are the characters that he puts a lot of time into. Now, another gripe, I forgot to bring up Batman '89 that I'll bring up to this. It's a minor gripe, but I've noticed with movie 1 and 2, like now we're in the second one, the movie's mostly about the villains. I'm starting to notice, which was fine. But eventually, I'm hoping when we got to the next one, like we get more into Batman. I would like to see moving more into like focus on Batman. And ironically, we wouldn't get that till we lose this series. We go into the Nolan verse, which hopefully we'll cover down the road. But other than that, everything else.
What do you guys think about the so Catwoman doesn't die, but Shrek does? I thought that the way Catwoman got her revenge. This dude completely missed it. I tried to kill her. She's back playing it off. She doesn't have a motive to get revenge. I mean, but anyway, she gets revenge. We all saw a mile away when she showed up for coffee and freaking donuts in the morning at work, 8 a.m. fucking punch, whatever you were saying. So that was a cool kill, right? She kisses him. This dude didn't even fight it. He's like, "Ooh, I get to finally kiss her," or some shit. Didn't they kiss before he threw her out the window, anyways?
No, he tried to, or like he acted like he was going to.
He gave it.
Oh yeah. Well, he got the kiss, and she killed him back. So, that's how I felt. But Penguin. So, what do you guys think about Penguin's death?
Ooh, I think it's I like that he uses the bats to go after him. It's kind of a reversal of what he did to the Ice Princess, where he framed Batman. I don't know how. I mean, it goes by framing it with that. I mean, it was one fucking goofy dude that like, hey, Batman, push the princess. Like, then everybody goes with this one dude, right?
Uh-huh.
No one else saw it. Hey, dude, and everybody listens. Yeah, and everybody listens, right? Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. Like, it's kind of karma, or in a way. Like, he did that to Ice Princess. Batman did that to him. And come on, bro. Did you really think Penguin would give Batman a one-on-one fight? I knew it wasn't going to happen. Penguin lost his mind with his fucking thing. All Batman did was fucking slap him with his own shit, and that's it. But I do love the fact that the bats come out and attack him. Just like the Ice Princess, he falls, okay? Then he comes back a little bit. He's kind of, he's spinning up that bullshit still. He's all over the place. He sees Batman, which I love that. Now, in my head, he doesn't know who Bruce Wayne is, right? He's never had any one-on-one with Bruce Wayne at all. I love that he sees his face. That's cool. And what sucks is, yeah, he does die, but I do love that. He gets to see who he is. In my book, he would have probably went back for revenge to him, but in my opinion, I don't think he would have knew who he was. You know, he probably saw it just depends. I don't know. But I mean, I do like the fact that he got to see him. I hated the fact that when Batman pulled off his cowl in front of Catwoman, his makeup's gone, you know, came up with it. That always bothered me, man. That bothered me. But anyway, Penguin's death, I think, was cool. You know, it was all right. But again, I hated that he died. That's another one. You squished Jack Nicholson. Penguin's dead. He has his little funeral. That's it. And I'm like, oh man, he wasn't crushed like Jack Nicholson, but like, man, how's he gonna come back? You know, you literally showed me that he died, and that's it.
Yeah, you know, I like when he had died, I felt like I felt bad because this poor dude, he comes out of the fucking sewer, you know, they're all scared of him, and then he wanted to find his parents, you know, shit like that. Then things start happening to him, and he became a freak again. And then, you know, he tries to kill everybody, and then he just fucking dies. But the only thing that was there was just those penguins.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt bad for him because he wasn't, you know, he wasn't like a bad person, but like at the same time he was. It was like, you know, he just wanted to be a regular person. You know?
Right. No, that's very true. Very deep thinking. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, and then like, you know, with Catwoman, you know, when I saw the ending, I was like, oh, she's gonna, you know, she survived that. Like she's like, is she gonna come out in the next one? I'm like, oh. But,
yeah, no. So yeah, you know, with the Penguin death, in my opinion, yeah, Steve's right. You know, he's not gonna have a one-on-one battle with Batman. This dude, Batman would have knocked him out like that guy, that Kung Fu guy from Part 1, really easy with that doorstop or whatever he used. But you know, to me, I thought it was real creative how he died.
Yeah.
I mean, he like basically looks like he bled to death or whatever, and then the penguins take him out, his parents or whatever, that was real family. You know? Anyways, so there's that, and then you have I think Kat, you said it best. You know, we you know, it should have been set up. I mean, she's even in the final scene where it has the music and then the camera's zooming up and then her head comes up. But that was it, right? Because that was the end of an era with Tim Burton.
The Burton verse is over.
Gotcha. So here's the thing, guys. We've spent a lot of time on this one, but real quick, sound. I'm just going to graze over the soundtrack music part of it. It's the same Danny Elfman composing the music. Great. I don't remember there being any Prince music or anything
No.
outside that added to this. So not a big deal. Of course, I give this an 8 out of a 9. Like Steve says, debatable, the best Batman of the 4 series, the entire series from 89 to 97. So absolutely. As far as my winners and losers, to me, everything seems to be a win. All the characters, all the villains. My top winner is Shrek and Christopher Walken. I love that guy as an actor. The story I thought was great. And then as far as losers, I don't know. I would probably think that Tim Burton didn't come back. I don't know.
Right, and
Good.
with the S-Rod's good and the bad. The good, of course, Michael Keaton's back, which I love. I feel like he even did a better job on this one. Let's see. The bad, I'd say, trying to think. Well, of course, the story's a little here and there, kind of like too outlandish, I guess. But that's Tim Burton. I mean, I love it. I like I said, it's debatable for me which one's the better of the two movies. I want to say this one's my favorite out of the two, and I'm not even bringing up the other two. We're going to get to those in a little bit. But other than that, I'd say the bad is this is the last we'll see of the Tim Burton verse. They killed off another top villain again. They killed off Penguin, and that was the bad.
Yeah, the good for me is the whole Tim Burton movie. He did a wonderful job with it. And then for the bad, I would just say I can't really think of any except just for Shrek's 1700 haircut. That's it.
Awesome. And how many skulls do you give it out of a 10?
I give it an 8 out of 10 skulls.
Okay, good.
Very good.
Steve, how many skulls, bro?
Oh, yes, 8 out of 10. Between 8 and 9, I'd say.
Good. Okay. If there's nothing else, let's move on to the next one. And for our fans that are still staying tuned, if you guys want to pause it, come back, and stay tuned for the next two. It's going to be pretty hilarious, I think. Anyway, so moving on. Now we're in the year 1995. Batman Forever comes out. Still Warner Brothers picture, but now we have a whole new director in Joel Schumacher and a whole new music composer, Elliot Goldenthal. So now we don't have the classic Danny Elfman theme song. Now it's the triumphant dun 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 dun. Right. So, anyways, in my opinion, the story overall seems okay. I think we're gonna pick this bad boy apart. And but other than that, the story is introducing the Riddler, played by Jim Carrey, and a audacious Two-Face by Tommy Lee Jones. But anyways, now and also the introduction of Robin by what was his name? I can't remember.
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell. There you go. Thank you. I'm going to call him Chris Downey, but yeah, Chris O'Donnell. So the overall story, I think is terrible. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna throw my little tidbit here. Steve was talking when we did the Beetlejuice review. We mentioned how Tim Burton had slowly started to decrease in his directing, right? Right, Steve? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Joel Schumacher was decreasing. I mean, the guy had Lost Boys, and by the time he was doing these two, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, this dude was gone. I think uh, they obviously had a script, but instead of directing, I think he was, more of a mediator, meaning that he was bringing the cast together and getting their feedback. I mean, it seemed like they could do whatever the hell they wanted, and you guys are going to hear this more when we discuss the terrible acting by pretty much everybody. But in my opinion, Val Kilmer does a decent Batman, nowhere close to Michael Keaton, but better than George Clooney, I'll tell you that. And then the Riddler, Jim Carrey, I think is the star of the movie. Does a fantastic job. But anyways, well, I mean, what do you guys think?
Okay, now this is the one I was pretty much excited for the reviews, dreading as a series, because I went in all excited as a kid. Batman Mania, Michael Keaton, and this is a funny little story. So, of course, obviously the internet wasn't like it was today. If we wanted to find out about movies, hopefully they would have like a magazine about it or whatever, and would read a little tabloid stuff about it. Well, I remember years ago after the second movie, they were talking about casting Robin Williams as Riddler. They wanted to give him a second chance. But I had read on the paper that he was going up against one dude, which was this up and coming actor named Jim Carrey. So I had heard that at the last minute they chose Jim Carrey over Robin Williams again. So, but then I also heard another story that Robin Williams was upset the first time he didn't get the Joker thing, so he kind of just like, fuck y'all, I ain't gonna do it, So anyway, I went into the movie theater. My grandmother took me. I didn't know. I didn't really. I saw the previews, but I didn't think about it, I didn't snap in it. But I was literally sitting in the theater watching the cheesy names come into me, whatever, and I had noticed I didn't see a Michael Keaton, and I got, my heart had dropped. But I was too much excited for Batman. I was at Batman hypnotized. So they showed Batman. He's coming out. They played the new music, which is good. There's good themes. I like them. I really do. But right away, it's not freaking Danny Elfman. I really do. I was like, oh man, it's more like happy, a march, right? A march, cheerful, happy, whatever, heroic. So I'm waiting there. Then Alfred goes, and remember, it's 1995, so now he's pushing, 89, 90-year-old Alfred. Fucking, would you take a sandwich, would you, sir? And it didn't even bother me, but then he goes, I'll get drive-through. And I was like, what the hell? This is a new fucking guy. I was like, what the fuck? Then he takes off. The Batmobile looks cool, I ain't gonna lie, but it's lit up already. And I'm like, you're supposed to be Batman, stealthy. I understand. He already had that yellow emblem, right? So, like, he can't be too stealthy with a little yellow emblem. But, I mean, this time he's going overboard. The fucking Batmobile, fucking ribs. Now it has ribs, right? Now it looks like they're trying to make it look organic. It's got lights in the ribs. It's got little Batman, like, shit. Like, I was like, uh-oh. And then the city is completely different. If you're trying to put this movie into continuity with Batman 89 and 92, like, for it to make it work, you got to tell me this is literally 50 years later from part 2 to make it look this different, So that obviously that's why, in my opinion, they say it's a sequel, but it's not. This is, to me, a different story. The Tim Burton movies never worked. They never worked. They never happened, in my opinion. And we'll get into more of it.
Yeah, I remember when you first showed me this movie as a kid, I loved it, and then once I got older, I said, you know what, let me watch it again, because I remember, S. Rod was telling me that it was bad, and I said, okay, let me rewatch it, and man, they still got the same Alfred, and then, like, the cheesy lines that they have. I love the music. I love the music, and, in my opinion, I think, like, I kind of liked, like, the scenery of it. Like, it looked futuristic, the Batmobile, it was different. But as for the acting, oof, what really got me was Two-Face. Tommy Lee Jones, he's an awesome actor, but man, when he started acting like Two-Face, I was like, oof, like the costume of like half of his leg being leopard, his face, half of his face looked like a pizza face.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, it was horrible. But you
If
know,
you're muted.
oh
Oh, what were we
yeah,
saying?
yeah, no, like he had that pizza face, stuff like that. I was like, oh my god, that was it for me.
Wait, S. Rod, you're muted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what were
Sorry.
you-
No, I was laughing. I'm sorry. I was trying to say, Catherine was getting into it. I was like, okay, you got it. It's like perfect face, perfect
Yes.
costume, right? The middle, right?
Symmetrical.
Half of them fucking pimp making appointments for the prostitutes in Gotham City to the Gotham City perverts, and the other one's the business tycoon. Okay, he handles the bank accounts of all the prostitutes and the fucking all this. It was so stupid. I cannot say. I love Tommy Lee Jones as an actor, man. Great job. Not in this movie. This movie was horrendous, horrible. He should have that Academy Award revoked for playing this shit, Tommy Lee Jones, the way he did it as Two-Face. It was beyond idiotic. The shit right here, straightforward. I was like, oh, and the leopard. I don't know who thought of that, bro. I mean, come on, Joel Schumacher, established director, Lost Boys, but I kind of think, like, as soon as I saw that leopard get up, bro, I started blaming him for that saxophone player on Lost Boys, bro. I knew he made that decision. That's why I was like, no, man, come on, Joel Schumacher. They must have gave him 100% reign. I don't know, bro.
My thing was the backstory of Two-Face, right? He's sitting in a courtroom, right? He's a district attorney, and then somehow Batman's just chilling. He's sitting in a chair watching watching this court case, and then this dude Maroney throws some chemical on this dude, and he tries to catch it with a folder. Perfect symmetrical. Done, man. And then I'll put it this way, guys. If you ever had, I don't know, a blemish, a rash, or whatever, it changes your mind, right? Or no? Well, it did for this guy. This dude went psychotic. He had a cosmetic scar, and it went into his brain, and then he snapped, and then he blames everything on Batman. It's Batman's fault. I fucking hate Batman. I'm gonna kill this dude. He should have stopped it. And then I remember in the little flashback they showed in the little news thing, Batman fucking flies over the fucking. It's so dumb, man. What a stupid origin story. They try to throw it in like we're all dumb, man. And we're like, oh wow, like this dude's folder. And then, like I said, I the worst to me, believe it or not just the shitty paint job, the pizza face, is the fact that he loses his mind, and then he has this ultimate hatred for Batman. Ultimate
Cartoon villain type of like vendetta.
Yeah.
Fucking, he hates him. And like I said, like you bring up the court thing. Imagine how stupid it would look. Imagine how people would think this guy is stupid anyway. To be in a courtroom, sitting there with the fucking mascara in your eyes, fucking the cave, just sitting there listening to everything, the verdict, the fucking the witnesses. You're just sitting there, and like you're there writing your notes, bro. You look next to you, there's a fucking dude dressed up as a bat sitting there, bro. Fucking then he fucking leaps out because he didn't fucking do the Batman shit, breaking through the window like Batman 89, right? To Joker's face. He was literally sitting there. And I want to see, just like we talked about on Batman Returns, where like, fucking, it's 8 o'clock. Fucking, I fucking do my mascara, let's clock in, 8 o'clock punch-in accepted, right? From Selena Kyle. Batman getting ready for jury duty, the courtroom. Like, was he part of the jury? Like, was he just sitting there? They let him in there like that? Like, really? Like, imagine me, bro. Like, fucking, they called me for jury duty, and I fucking made the part right. And fucking, I'm gonna show up in a fucking costume, bro. They're gonna let me in, right? Fucking, I'm gonna be sitting there, fucking listening. Like, that's so stupid, man. And then that fucking paper, fucking notebook paper. Like, you don't fucking, like, jump out of the way. And then, like, yes. And the stupid origin story, we literally see the origin story on the fucking 5 o'clock news. Like, really? They're going to show that? And, like, they had the camera already on his face. And he's all like this. He's all, oh my God, so good. Fucking Batman hatred, it's your fault. Fucking, oh God.
Yeah, and then the thing about it is like Batman, he talks too much in this movie.
It's the car, right? Chicks left the car. Oh shit! You mean tell me? And I can know it's Val Kilmer, bro. He's got that mole right here, the fucking cowl, bro. They can't do that mole all of a sudden. Even Jim Carrey fucking has that mole when he tries to act like him, bro. Like Batman has the same mole. Fucking he's talking. He's got nipples now. I'm like, oh my God, it was so. And Val Kilmer didn't even try, bro. I'm sorry. I'm a huge fan of Val Kilmer. I love him. Tombstone's one of my favorites from this dude. Countless others, you know, Weird Science, whatever. This dude didn't even try, bro. Fucking cardboard box acting, in my opinion.
So that's one thing I was gonna bring up. So Michael Keaton, his Batman, he was able to have two versions. He was able to have his Bruce Wayne version and his Batman version, right, with the dark voice. I think that Val Kilmer came in confused and kept the whole Batman character the whole time. Bruce Wayne and Batman, you know, like those stupid comments. He was always dumb. Remember, he kicks in, and there's a character we haven't mentioned yet, Chase Meridian, played by Nicole Kidman. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, there's a crime scene, and they're letting a criminal psychologist front row seats. Oh my God! At a crime scene, you got to be shitting me, man. And there, you want to talk about pervert? I think she was more of a pervert than freaking Penguin was, man. This chick was freaking in heavy, man. She just, what kind of psychologist is this? And she had no, as a psychologist, no psychological sex mind games. No. She was straight out, dude. Black and white. Here it is. Take it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But no. So that was my take on the Batman. Val Kilmer was, because I'm a huge Val Kilmer fan myself.
Mm-hmm.
But,
no, he's great.
Especially if he's sitting in a courtroom, dude. People are like looking at him. They're like, "This dude has a mole. Who has a mole? Doesn't Bruce Wayne have a mole? This dude is fucking Batman. I figured it out." Oh my God, dumb. But no, it was dumb. And then here's my thing, right? So I'm gonna kind of compare it. I know we're not doing the Christopher Nolan Batmans, but
right.
The Christopher Nolan Two-Face was more like the cartoon or the comic book, where Two-Face was a gay. He was a district attorney turned gangster, like mobster, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a fucking lunatic. He wasn't a cartoon character. He didn't think he was the Joker. He was a mystic, tough badass, I think.
Bro, okay. Three Stooges. I love Three Stooges. Does he not remind you of Shemp, bro? With the fucking half of his fucking Tommy Lee Jones. Sometimes he looks like Shemp, bro, with that hair. You know Shemp, Catherine. We love Three Stooges. Fucking have a good taste to die. See ya. Shut the fuck up. I hated that shit. It was so stupid. And then, like, he even has his own logo, too, bro, when they jump out of the fucking helicopter. Fucking, he's looking up. You see, what was it? A yin yang or some bullshit. He has his own logo, bro. I'm surprised he's not fucking. Oh my God! Don't get me started. His fucking hideout, bro. All this stupid shit. It was so dumb. I was like, I can't believe. The most terrible thing of this movie, bro, is Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face. I cannot stand him, bro. We'll get to Batman and Robin soon, but this fucking character I cannot stand.
I know.
They screwed up. I think what they really wanted was they wanted Joker back. They couldn't bring him back. He's crushed. But guess what? You're telling me, okay, we gotta have Two-Face, right? Okay, Two-Face not a bad choice. No, fucking, we can't have the Joker. He's dead. Okay, well then have him act as Two-Face. Don't have him as fucking Joker, which they did. But remember, I talked to you, bro, offline. The main reason he played this stupid shit is because he had animosity towards Jim Carrey. He was upset at Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey's movie Dumb and Dumber outdid his movie. I don't even remember what movie it was that Tommy Jones did, but he wanted to overdo him. So like when Riddler was doing his shit as Riddler, being himself, hilarious, he wanted to outdo him and overtop him. And Joel Schumacher had interviewed him before, and he said that he was like in a daycare with these actors. Like they were like back and forth. Like Tommy Lee Jones. He said Val Kilmer was a drama queen from hell. Tommy Lee Jones right there with him. trying to overact and outdo Jim Carrey's performance because I mean they were jealous of Jim Carrey. He was a rising star, bro, and they were trying to overplay him, and that's why we got the shit we got.
That's what I'm saying. Joe Schumacher was like a mediator. He wasn't a director. Take some lead. Have a backbone. Tell these dudes what to do. If they're not gonna meet those requirements, get rid of them. I don't care how big the superstar is. There's always somebody else that could play. Tom Hanks could have been the Riddler.
Yeah,
but I mean, you never know, right? But anyways, long story short, so I think that the and what's with these Batman movies? So think about it. We're talking about Part 3, Batman Forever. You had a beautiful blonde Kim Basinger, then you had a beautiful blonde Michelle Pfeiffer. Now you have a beautiful blonde Nicole Kidman. Man, they were obsessed with these beautiful blondes, man, and it was just like a cookie cut stamp. I know. So I agree with Kat. She likes the cinematography, right? All the new colors and stuff. It's like futuristic. But the thing is they went too far fetched. To me, this is the movie that has the worst graphics, computer animation. They have this scene where they zoom into the new Bruce Wayne business building or whatever, right? And man, it's completely computer animated. It looks terrible. Hence where Edward Nygma, right, the Riddler, he throws out his boss into the water. And but like I said, it's funny you mentioned the Riddler and Two-Face because Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face ruins the movie, makes it a complete nightmare. It's a headache. Whereas Jim Carrey's Riddler saves the movie. What I did like about this whole story was it did have dark tones to it. Joe Schumacher really tried to cut and paste some of the stuff that worked in the previous one, but they were doomed from the beginning with the nipples on the freaking bat suit, the light up cars. I'm just trying to think what else lame features they had. What about their bat his bat gear? Did he have any new bat gear?
Oh, they started going overboard with all his bullshit gadgets, man. I don't know who thought of the nipple choice. That was horrible.
For the
Towards the
ladies,
end, bro, you see butt cheeks. I was like, that was dumb, man. Dumb as shit.
Yeah.
What's up with Alfred, bro? 90 years old. And I know I keep talking shit about him, right? And I love Alfred, bro. I love the actor, Michael Goff. Great actor, great choice. I love him. God bless him, man. I'm just joking around about his age, because he keeps fucking up in these movies. But now I'm starting to question, Alfred's like sexual intentions. Like he's making these what do you call it? These suits. The nipples. Now he has butt cracks. You don't need to have a butt crack, bro. They wear those capes. So I'm starting to question Alfred's his sexuality choices. Like he's up there, bro. He's 90 years old now. So
he's never had a woman. He has no legacy. Obviously. He's doing with Batman, a young guy the whole time, bro. If Charlie Sheen can do it, this dude can do it, bro. No, very true. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, Pobrecito Alfred, I don't know what's up with that, but, Jim Carrey, what I loved about this movie was Jim Carrey. I think he did do an awesome job as the Riddler because he fits with the character. But I feel like, the thing that ruined it was Two-Face. I feel like Tommy Lee Jones was doing it too much. He was trying too hard. But, and then like the Riddler, he's super crazy. And then not only that, he was creepy. He was weird. Like I was actually scared of him as a kid. Like when he had like towards the end, he gets all deformed and stuff, and he was super smart. It was crazy. I think they did a good choice with Jim Carrey, in my opinion.
Yes, and I think so as well, Catherine. Again, love Robin Williams, but and there's cheesiness right here with the Jim Carrey, as there usually is, but I feel like it wasn't his fault. He does a lot of improv, but great choice with Jim Carrey. Like Steve-O says, and I agree 100%. He saves this train wreck of a movie the best he can. There's times where if I'm forced to watch it, I just watch it for Jim Carrey alone. The music keeps me pumped. It does. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing like Tim Burton, Danny Elfman. Of course not. But it's got its things for like dun, 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 like it's got that cool theme song. But
let me ask you this, bro. What do you guys think about the story now? The main plot is so Edward Nygma comes up with that machine, puts it on the head, and it takes brain waves out of human beings through their TV, right? And then he absorbs it. Now my thing is, what is he getting out of the brain waves? I imagine it was energy, but it doesn't make people brain dead, right? It just gives them the brain waves or energy. But he didn't get anything out of it. He didn't get super strength out of it. He didn't get nothing. It was almost like masturbation or something. I don't know, man. It was like, like a quick orgasm or something. I mean, what was the whole purpose of that bullshit? And it almost seems like the first early signs of the Apple TV or something, right? He was trying to sell everybody an Apple TV. Now you have to come up with the marketing team. You got to sell your product. How much was the product? Dude, it's too much, too fast. Next thing you know, the whole city of Gotham has got one of these piece of crap TVs. What was the selling point? Oh, you got cool green shit flashing away. Yeah, that green flashing shit is your brainwaves, idiots. It was just too overboard, man. And then obviously at the end, I don't want to fast forward too fast, but Riddler has Robin in one thing, and then of course there's Chase Meridian, the love interest, in another canister or whatever. And who's he got to pick? And then Batman just says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna throw my batarang at this. Obviously, this thing that's absorbing all this energy." And that like Kat was saying, it messed up his face, and that was it. Okay, thanks. Have a nice day, Riddler. Mastermind, and then all of a sudden, whoop. Like that, seconds. This dude is worthless, freaking vegetable. And
yep.
Yeah, what do you guys think with that story?
Dumb. It's super dumb, man. I'm struggling to keep at it. Like I said, as a kid back then, I think I was a teenager already. Just trying to find anything to stay a fan of the movies. I'm starting to look at the cartoons more. And I'm starting to get the Batman the Animated Series. I'm starting to get more into that versus the fucking live action movies at this point. Two-Face, dumb how Robin, so vengeful. Let's get back to real quick. I know we haven't talked about Robin. I brought it up before offline. Fucking Robin, fucking can't get hold his own. Living with his parents. I guess they got that whole gig right where they're acrobats. Okay, that's nice, cute, right? Your family business, whatever. They die. Okay, so what am I gonna do? Bruce Wayne feels bad. I'm gonna take him in. Don't worry about it, Commissioner Gordon. I'm gonna take care of this kid. He's 25 years old. He should be on top of his shit already. I mean, they even have it to where when he finds out who Batman is, he goes, I'm thinking of a name, Batboy, Nightwing. What do you think? He's all, how about Dick Grayson? College student. He's in college, right? Or at least his age. He should be in college. Obviously, yeah, he just sits around, whatever. I mean, Alfred fucking up again, Pobrecito. Forgot to lock the damn doors to the Bat Cave, whatever. Or like, what did he do? No, he was going in. Where you at? Just checking, sir. He's going in there, whatever. And it's all cheesy, dramatic, like acrobats, where he slides into it, right? Fucking okay, whoa. Alfred's in his 90s, right? How the fuck did he walk so fucking fast down those stairs? Weren't there like stairs or some shit? Like he took his time going in, the door's closed, and by the time he goes through, Alfred's already fucking behind the desk. He has an elevator. Dusters, dusting the fucking back computer or whatever. Everything goes on, and like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. What was Alfred? I don't know. And then like they try to make it like to where he knows karate. They can't do a cool scene where like he's fucking training, hitting a punching bag. He's doing laundry, fucking showing Alfred he's better than him. So instead of having him train as a sidekick, bro. If I see him doing my laundry like that, bro, Alfred tells me, hey, guess what? He's gonna be the new Alfred, bro. He's not gonna be fucking Robin. He's gonna be the new butler. I think he'll do a tremendous job with my laundry. That would be great.
And why bring Robin when he got captured anyways? Batman beat both villains. Tommy Lee Jones, Two-Face, he's down in that freaking, I don't know what the hell that was, freaking Mario tunnel or whatever, and then there's spikes at the end, and oh my, even worse. The best thing that happened in that whole movie was when Tommy Lee Jones died, man. Freaking
yes, thank you. That was gonna say that was probably the glimmer. I really rewind that scene over and over.
Dumbest death scene of all time, dude. He's like, you know what? I can't make a simple freaking plan on my own. So let me flip my coin. Oh no, there's mini coins. Which one do I get? Dead, man. Oh my god.
Hey, bro. Remember, Riddler destroyed the fucking Batmobile. So that's where Batman had all those quarters, bro. He's catching the Via bus, bro. He's not the fucking Batmobile anymore. So I understand now where he got all the change. What fucking but that's so stupid. Throws it up. But then again, how stupid is it when you have a stupid character like Two-Face, Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face, and him to die like that? It kind of makes sense in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kat?
Yeah. Like I said, Two-Face was just stupid. What made me laugh was I remember when Batman throws all the coins and he does that. Yeah, he makes that noise. Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard. But another thing too, like with Robin, I was annoyed with Robin big time. He annoyed me so much. I just wanted him to shut up. I wanted them to kick his ass out. Yeah, then fucking Alfred, he's I don't know why he decided to pick him. Like he's so annoying. I wouldn't even work with that Robin. Oof.
I rather would have had Vicky Vale as my sidekick. Vicky Vale walked into the fucking thing, dressed her up, man. At least she look sexy. I mean, fucking what do you call it? And then another thing, Robin fucking had a bowel movement after Tommy Lee Jones falls to his death. Like he looks like fucking hell yeah, like hell die, bitch. Nah, bro, he stole your kill. I would have been mad at Batman. I was like, motherfucker, he took my kill. He's my kill. You killed Joker. You killed Penguin. You killed how many? Like 100 fucking clowns, goons. Let me have this one. You know, like, and all of a sudden, fucking Batman, revenge ain't the way. I'm trying to remember. Dude, you killed like 200 people, bro, from Batman '89 to now, and all of a sudden he wants to change his ways, bro. I mean, whatever, dude. He stole his kill, I guess. I mean, Batman had to kill again, and that was it. That's his thing. It's followed over to the Schumacherverse. He had to kill again. They gave it to him, and Robin's just pleased. Like, I mean, hey, let Robin have it. I would have been mad if I want to kill him, dude. But oh
well. So we've dived in so much with Batman Forever. Does anybody have any last comments on it before we get to skulls and other ratings? Nothing?
No.
Beat that dead horse. So Esrod's the good and the bad.
The good and the bad. Well, you know what? This is going to carry on into the fourth movie, but Alfred's starting to become my favorite character. Look at the characters we're given. So the good is Alfred's back, and even Commissioner Gordon's back. Like I said, I know I've been clowning the guy, but he's a great Alfred. I wish he could have played Alfred all the way through, man. He was great. It's soft-spoken, cute old man, whatever. But like he always helped out Batman. I felt that was great. Good father figure to him, great actor. But he's starting to become my favorite. And these fucking characters misfits, man. So that's the good. And also I want to add more good because I've been a lot of negative. I'm trying not to rant. Another good is the bat signal still looks okay. I like the bat signal from part 2, so that's good they have that. I like they tried something new. I really like that. They tried something new from the other 2, but to me, in my opinion, the bad now is it didn't work for me. When I'm more worried and concerned about how long is Alfred going to pull through, I mean, just telling you something where Alfred's the most interesting character in the movie already for me, and that's going to continue on for the fourth one, and that's it.
Yeah. The good for me is the soundtrack. Jim Carrey. I liked him as the Riddler. The scenery. I like the way how it looked futuristic. The bad. Tommy Lee Jones. The cheesy lines. Batman talking too much.
I mean, Robin.
No, Robin.
Yeah.
Robin kind of ruined it.
That earring ruined it for me. That's why I didn't get too much into it, bro. That was it.
The whole earring.
Hip Robin. Fucking 28-year-old hip Robin.
So, my Steve-O's winners and losers. The winners, of course, I think we've beaten a dead horse here, but yeah, Jim Carrey's the Riddler, keeps it together. I think that's about it for winners. Losers, shit, man. Joe Schumacher, Tommy Lee Jones, The Story. I mean, the cinematography was terrible. Gave me a headache. The acting, just complete. So Skull-wise, I'm gonna give it. And to me, this is like, ooh, I think this is too much. Between a 4 and 5 out of 10 skulls, and I think it's because Jim Carrey and there's some dark tones. So, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it 3 skulls. I'm sorry that Tommy Lee Jones just ruins it for me. Like I said, Jim Carrey is great, but it's like in the toilet, right? You know, there's a bowel movement in there. You think there's a gold nugget, right? It looks pretty shiny, but at the same time, are you really gonna get your hands dirty and dig for that gold shiny thing when it could be just a little piece of corn? So I feel that's what Jim Carrey is. It could be gold, it could be corn, depending. But I'm not gonna recommend anybody getting their hands dirty into the toilet reaching for it. But Jim Carrey was the savior of this movie, and I give it 3 skulls, and I think that's too much.
I give it a 4 out of 10 skulls. You know, I feel like Jim Carrey kind of saved it, and also Alfred saved it. And then the music I loved, but other than that, that's it, man. They talk too damn much in this movie. Robin, like I said, was annoying. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Good. So moving on, fans, if you're still watching this, for the love of God, hopefully you guys are fanboys, nerds like us, and are getting a kick out of the shit we're saying here. But if you guys want to pause the video, go use the restroom, get something to eat, you can. We got one last movie. Now we're fast forwarding to 1997. Once again, Warner Brothers, Joe Schumacher directing with Elliot Goldenthal's composed music for Batman and Robin. Oh, there's Mr. Freeze right there.
The Iceman cometh.
Once again, this one takes place in 1997. Now we're on our 4th Batman, for crying out loud, right? Or 3rd Batman, I should say. This is George Clooney. So well, first off, the story. Now Batman's still, with his live-in adopted 30-year-old son, Robin. freaking 95-year-old Alfred. He's got his dreams come true, surrounded by men. And then they introduced Arnold Schwarzenegger's freaking Mr. Freeze, Bonehead of the Year. I can't wait to talk about this idiot. And then we have, of course, Bane, which is Uma Thurman's, who's the Poison Ivy sidekick. And ironically, Poison Ivy, Bane team up with Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze wants to freeze the entire world, whereas Poison Ivy wants to make everything turn into plants. Two obviously opposite worlds, but they want to team up. And they hate Batman. We can't wait to get into that story. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, that's a red flag. The 2 villains you pick, why can't they try this out? If you have to go with Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy as 2 antagonists, right, as the villain, well, there's no way in hell they should work together. You've already had Two-Face Riddler working together, common goal, kill Batman. See, Penguin and Catwoman, that wasn't their common goal. That's what I loved about it. It became a goal, but the common goal was something else. They had different things to do. So it became too cartoony with Batman Forever. Look, I'm a bad guy. Who's the only hero in town? I hate Batman. He's a do-gooder. Let's kill him. No, kill him. So this one, there are two villains, same goal, kill Batman. Now it's Robin this time, right? But they're two opposites. Why don't they do this? Have them as the villains, but don't have them teamed up. Two different villains, two different battles. At the end, all three of them go at each other. Like, I mean, because there's no way in hell that a fucking plant lady is going to be cool with an Iceman. A lady that wants to basically return to the Garden of Eden, right? Just, and so cheesy. All people will die, humans will die, and plants live on for just me and you, Adam and Evil. So cheesy. Why would you have this ice guy in charge of the Garden of Eden? He'll destroy everything. Get the fuck out of here.
Shit, any farmer could tell you that, right? What kills fucking vegetables and fruits? The fucking weather. Fucking dumb, man. Anyway, sorry, Kat, go ahead.
No, this one really ruined it for me because, fucking, I had hope because Arnold, he's the fucking Terminator. And I thought, okay, look, he's going to be fucking, a badass character, Mr. Freeze. No, the first thing that happens, Batman and Robin, oh yeah, let's not forget, they show the nipples and all that when they're getting dressed, the damn, like, close-up scenes, their butt cheeks, all that. Mm-hmm. And then after that, Robin's like, oh, maybe I should get a car or some shit like that.
He did the car. This is why Superman works alone. And then the car looks hideous. The Batmobile is hideous. What the fuck is that? A face at the back? I was like, this is so stupid. They didn't even try. And so cheesy. The first fucking 5 minutes, I'm already seeing bat boobs, and like they go insane with the gadgets. They're Robin little bird things. Robin never had a bird thing. He has little bird shit, fucking Batman. And where are their pockets? Where are their pockets to carry all this bullshit? And then fucking they take off. The Batmobile is disgusting. If I was fucking Batman and I see this shit, Alfred's really losing it. He's got dementia 100%. What is he trying to make a face at the back? I'm like, Alfred, what is this shit? Because they always try to insinuate he's the one that's doing shit. Because Batman don't lift a finger. He's like, I'm all fucking fighting crime. You fucking take care of my shit. Fucking, so it's already time to fucking start finding a new butler. Send Alfred to the big bat retirement home, Then the TV comes on. Commissioner Gordon, that's cheesy, and we haven't talked much about him. He's a great actor, and I like the character too. Great, but he's got the cheesy fucking cartoon. I'm a fucking man of the law hat. Batman. Two new villains have came into. He's called a new villain. I'm calling Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze goes over there, breaks through the glass. Fucking like Flintstones. Fucking Batman off of the dinosaur. Fucking kicks Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze looks like his fucking shit weighs about 100 fucking pounds, right? Arnold's a big guy. He's strong. But, like, he can't move in that fucking thing. Like, he can't move. Even he has nipples. His fucking breasts are glowing. Fucking, it was just crazy. Robin, when he shoots out of that fucking wall, automatically it's a Robin Bird logo, like a Robin, like, and he's like, oh, his fucking stupid faces throughout the whole movie, like the close-up, like, come on, man, it's so stupid. And already, 10 minutes in, I'm like looking at my grandma, and I feel like I'm gonna get disciplined dragging her to this bullshit.
So my question, bro, is okay. So Mr. Freeze's origin story that this bullshit movie put together was he's a lovable human scientist, loves his wife, some rare disease. That's heartbreaking. It's heart touching, right? And then fucking Boathead fucking falls into a fucking tub of chemicals and shit. What made this dude crazy? Are they copying 1989's Joker? Like it made him crazy, but it made him crazy. And then he was obsessed with diamonds to keep his suit cold, this, that, and the other. And he's trying to, he keeps his wife frozen so he can find a cure for rare disease that's never existed, COVID. And no, but
is she frozen?
Huh?
How is she alive in that liquid? I don't
know.
understand. I'm like,
but I'm always guessing why do they automatically hate Batman? And
I know the cartoon type villain shit.
Yeah, and then here's the thing. So, oh my god, it just pisses me off because so he's this normal scientist, right? And then he falls into this chemical. He loses his mind, and then he's got a little team of hockey players that are his goons. How did he even recruit those guys? And then
Where do you find these guys?
I know, and then he's making them sing Christmas songs, and and then check this out. The whole thing is he loves his wife, right? Then why does he have a sex toy? Vivica A. Fox, fucking, right in his side. He's fucking dumb. Fucking side toy. Fucking keep.
Oh my god! I see they try to do a little bit of similarity with the Batman '89. Remember Bob the Goon? God rest his soul, right? Fucking he has his own goon like Bob the Goon, but his name is Frosty, and he's like supposedly his like wingman, whatever, and like he's freezing his ass off. Poor guys, all of them have hypothermia. They're just walking around with fucking polar bear fucking slippers,
Dumb.
fucking scar, fucking hot piece of ass, Miss Vivica A. Fox. Fucking it was dumb, man. It was dumb. They tried to bring like Bob the Goon, and I was like, oh, what? Just a little bit cool to bring a little side dude to help him out. He does nothing but brings him a paper, and like he's freezing to death. They're singing carols. What kind of villain is this guy? Like they need to get rid of this guy.
And how is Mr. Freeze keeping these dudes, man? Like, I don't know. Was it Joker? Joker was he had all his thugs, and he was a gangster, so he had drug money or whatever. He had all that crap, right? And then, but how is Mr. Freeze? He was a former scientist. Now he's a kingpin. He's a kingpin. He's paying these dudes salaries. They have benefits, medical, dental benefits, 401k. Oh, dude, dumb, man. And I'm not saying that was in the movie. I'm just saying, like, how is he keeping these stuff? Who the hell would want to go to work every day to work for this psychopath?
And we didn't get into that with Batman Forever.
Cheats on her.
With Two-Face. Two-Face had those stupid goons muscles. At least with them, they had muscles. You can't apply for this unless you can lift 500 pounds of you. For his dumb ass. Yeah, exactly. And they had that stupid yin-yang shit. We didn't get into that, but since you brought this up, this is Batman Forever times 5, in my opinion. And go ahead, Catherine. What do you think?
No, I was gonna say the thing that ruined it when they were playing fucking hockey. Fucking he does those shitty comments. Mr. Freeze goes, "Let's kick some ice."
It makes no sense.
Yeah, everything, all his punchlines had to do with fucking ice. What destroyed the dinosaurs? He goes, "The Ice Age."
I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
He's still better than Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face, though, bro. I would take Mr. Freeze over Tommy Lee Jones' headache any day of the week. But go ahead, Kat.
Yes.
And then, like with that, and I think those people, they're getting fucking paid with diamonds, because that's all. He was obsessed with diamonds. That's how they're getting fucking paid, is the diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would have took one diamond and got the hell out of there. Did my duties. This shit blows, man. Look at this dude.
They're fucking freezing to death, and I guess the only thing that's keeping them there is the diamonds.
I would have took a couple diamonds, Vivica A. Fox, and got the hell out of there, dude.
I know, exactly. Hey, let's not forget, still at the opening, right? The first battle, Mr. Freeze, astronaut, fucking has a space shuttle fucking coming out of the ground. Robin fucking can breathe, fucking going into the fucking atmosphere with fucking Robin magnets, making those dumb faces. Remember, Catherine, years ago, we saw this funny YouTube video where, like, fucking Mr. Freeze jumps out of the fucking thing, right? The space shuttle. Fucking Robin's like, fucking, he's making these stupid faces. And Mr. Freeze, Eagle Freeze, he has, like, all of a sudden, eagle, right? Fucking things. He glides down. I don't know how he's breathing. I don't know how Robin's breathing.
Batman for sure.
What's this? A bat bomb? We got to blow up this rocket before it turns Gotham into a crater. And I'm like, but you're blowing it up. What did he mean? Okay, so it's going to go all the way up to the top. Then it's going to come down and hit? Or, I mean, I didn't understand that. Then they're air surfing. Surfer dudes, George Clooney, fucking Chris O'Donnell, fucking surfing with the earring still through his Robin shit. Fucking, it was so stupid.
Let's not forget, fucking Robin turned into a fucking Ninja Turtle saying "Cowabunga."
Oh, that was so stupid. Cowabunga! Like, oh, that was so
Fucking
stupid.
stupid catchphrase.
Surfer dude.
I was trying to write down all the damn gear that they added to this stupid movie, man. I have ice skates, the fucking bat duo. They hit their boots and blades come out. Perfect timing. They had a small chainsaw. I don't remember. Poison Ivy wraps up Batman. He's got a little chainsaw with the Bat logo on it. cuts the not like he could fight through it, but he cuts it. There was a bat heater that was used to lay next to Mr. Freeze, keep him in solitude. That was his weakness, a little heater. Oh my god! A recording device. He pulls out this little thing, shows a clip to Mr. Freeze that Poison Ivy was lying to him the whole time. There was a laser that they used. And then, like you said, the surfboard. I think what tops it off, and I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was the Batman credit card that he pulls out, bidding on Poison Ivy. Oh my gosh. Leading into Poison Ivy, her origin story is she's some botanist, studies plants, and she's obsessed with, hardcore liberal. No, but she's hardcore. Plants and this, that, and the other, and then her boss, for some reason, gets tired of her, pushes her down, throws chemicals on her, and then once again with the chemicals, man, they overkilled it. So there's chemicals on her, she turns into Poison Ivy, and then once again loses her mind and hates Batman. Stupid similarities there. And then
I don't know. Yeah, you're right, exactly. And I feel like, to be honest, I feel like she was autistic already, bro. When I mean, because fucking, she's like, I'm like, this chick. I thought she was at Arkham Asylum already, like, because she's not talking like a scientist, bro. She's like autistic. She's got problems, and I didn't know they were trying to tell me that she was a legitimate, like, insane person. Her boss is a maniac. Fucking, he's a great actor, by the way. I can't remember his name at the time. I love this dude. He comes out every now and then.
He was on Gremlins.
Yes.
Gremlins
and it was so dumb. Like, they tried to do the Max Schreck. I think John Glover's name. Anyway, they tried to do the Max Schreck / Catwoman thing. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry you saw this, but now I'm afraid you have to die. Like, and then, like, she falls over. It's done easily. Give up with life, like the Maitland, whatever, Beetlejuice. Fucking, I don't know how she gets knocked out, but yes. And he starts explaining the poison, the toxins, burn you into the grave. And it was so dumb. We'll get into Bane a little bit, but yeah, I already thought she had problems mentally, this poor girl. In my opinion, to bring up quick, Uma Thurman, one of the worst things, in my opinion, in this movie. And there's a lot of worst things in this movie.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Kat.
Oh, so like with Uma Thurman, I think she's a badass actress, like with the Kill Bill series, all of that, and her as Poison Ivy, yeah, she was fucking crazy already as a fucking human, and that I don't want to forget, but that guy, the scientist, he had the same fucking haircut as Shrek.
He did.
And then fucking, same thing. She was kind of like the Catwoman. I got the Catwoman vibe. And then, not only that, I want to talk about Bane. Fucking when they brought out Bane, they fucking got him from off the streets. He looked like a fucking, like he had
anorexic drug addict.
Yeah, like he had rabies, drug addict, and he was spitting at them. Fucking crazy. And then when he becomes as Bane, he's like a fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
My thing is, if they're gonna make Bane this, remember he was like supposed to be a secret weapon or whatever. He brought all those communist country leaders or whatever, right? How the hell did they get into the U.S. anyways? Bullshit. I guess he would have been tracked at the airport anyways. So they're all having a big shindig in the U.S. And like Kat was saying, they bring in this fucking drug addict, little tiny boneless. Kat could whoop the hell out of this dude's ass, man. But why wouldn't they just get some dude that was already big and then make him even bigger? Mm-hmm. They got the tiniest little dude. He's like a little, I don't know. But
I know. That's not even the worst part, bro. The worst part is later on in the film when Commissioner Gordon's talking to Batman about him. we have a photograph, Batman, of these two individuals came in from Costa Rica and fucking Bane's in a fucking trench coat, hat, Bane mask. Fucking oh God, yeah, it's like, are you serious? Like, and this dude was a maniac himself, bro. Fucking fucking how does she tame this monster? Better yet, the better question, how does she keep him cool to where like he's gonna put on that fucking hat, put on that trench coat, wear the same shit, all cool, we're a married couple, let's go honey sightseeing. Like, that was so stupid. And like, they have the picture of them, they literally pose for the picture. Like, okay. Ooh.
Terrible, man. Terrible. What were you say, Kat?
No, yeah, and then like the only thing he knows how to say is Bane, company.
I am.
Where she goes, not only that, I remember the scene where Batman and Robin, they're looking for Poison Ivy, and it's go, oh, we can't find the beauty, and then they fucking see Bane. He goes, oh, but there's the Beast, and then I'll never forget where Bane has Batman on the chokehold, and his hand is right there near his mouth. It looked like fucking Batman wanted to vomit.
I don't blame him, man. I had that same. I feel like I was gonna vomit when I sat through about 10 minutes to this movie, but I was like, man, yeah. And Robin coming in trying to fight Bane, I was like, yeah, they were their dumb little back and forth. It was so stupid.
Oh gosh. So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. If Robin was more annoying in this fucking movie, like literally, I wanted to smack him. Like, he was so annoying. And then they talked way too much. And not only that, but Batman, he stays as the same George Clooney voice. He doesn't change it at all.
Yep.
That was the thing that bothered me.
And then, yep, that's what I was saying earlier was now you have George Clooney. Now this dude is Bruce Wayne all the time. He can't even get into dark mode, stealth mode, Batman mode. He's just George Clooney, fun-loving Batman, good to go, charming. And that's the thing with George Clooney is he's a good actor. I know he's made a lot of great movies, but he's the same character. He's got the same movements. He's got the same tone, the same swag in every single movie. He even brought it into Batman in the suit. Terrible.
Yeah.
And
yep.
So, no, great stuff. And then there's one more character that we haven't discussed, the introduction of Batgirl by Alicia Silverstone. She is the Alfred, he's got a little bit of an accent, right, or no?
No.
No?
Oh, wait.
He has like an English accent.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of an English accent, I thought.
Like a hint, right? Like a hint. Come
very, on. Very small. Yeah, very small, very unidentifiable. And then his granddaughter comes from
his niece.
Oh, his niece. That's right. Because he never had kids. He loved them.
Yeah, he's too busy taking care of the Wades, bro.
Oh man. And so she comes. His niece comes from England. Zero accent. No accent. Okay, cool. Just another American girl. She was clueless. Prior, and now she's, that girl. But anyways, so she takes over, and she brings up how Robin is so annoying. I thought she was so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Alfred, that character. So a lot of characters. 3 different bad guys. There's 3 different heroes. Now you really got a bigger role for Alfred. This is his biggest role. He's got this disease. He's got a backstory with the niece. I mean, oh my gosh, man, they really went above and beyond with this dude Alfred. And
they sure did.
Huh?
They sure did. And like I said, that's the problem. We shouldn't have a backstory. I mean, like have him with Batman, whatever. But like they really threw him out there. I guess they felt, well, the actor's really 90 years old. Let's give him his last time to shine, whatever. But I mean, and I, like I said, I cared for Alfred, but I'm not here to watch Alfred. I'm here to watch Batman. I want to care for Batman. I stopped caring about Batman in Batman Forever, and it's gotten even worse with this one. I'm cheering for Alfred. I'd rather see Alfred. I'd rather Alfred put on the damn fucking cape and fucking run amok, because I feel like it would have been a much more serious movie, ironically, than the movie we got.
And real quick, I'll say this before I hand it over to Kat, but so if you guys recall, Alfred gets the same rare disease as Mr. Freeze's wife got. I don't know. Bullshit. And is Mr. Freeze's wife dead? The thing is, I don't think that rare disease killed her. He just kept her in that cryogenic thing or whatever. But how come Alfred? He just needs a bed, a blanket, and a pillow, and some hot tea, and he's staying alive. He doesn't need cryogenic freezing. Whatever.
Yeah, maybe if Mr. Freeze's dumbass would take her out of that shit, maybe she'd be okay. I mean, I don't know. It's so stupid.
What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, I feel like yeah, it's weird that the wife had the same disease as fucking Alfred, and you know, I felt bad for Alfred because he was fucking dying there. I was like, oh my god. And then like towards the end, Mr. Freeze ends up saving him. Whatever. But the thing with the, you know, I actually felt bad for Mr. Freeze because, you know, he was just trying to save his wife, trying to find his disease, whatever. And then, no, he ends up fucking almost dying from those heating rays.
And you know,
space heaters.
Space heaters. And speaking of Mr. Freeze, he gets captured in the middle of the movie by Jesse the Body Ventura. Nothing but a slut Joel faggots, if you go for Predator, remember? And he captures them. And okay, so long story short, Poison Ivy and Bane bust him out, right? Okay, so he's out. So okay, what I'm working at is when it comes down to it, he's got that big freezing gun. He freezes all of Gotham City. Okay, and I don't want to. Yeah, tell me about it. Terrible. I don't even know how he had the time to set that shit up, but he was able to set it up. And I don't want to skip over the fact that, you know, Batman and Robin, they come together and they knock him off his gun and then they reverse it and melt the city. As far as
boring, yeah,
totally boring. So Batman, right? Remember they put the space heaters on him. He's neutralized. Remember, he's still the same dude. He's still a maniac. And then, like I said, Batman shows him the tape, the footage that he was being lied to the whole time by Poison Ivy. And then, so where I'm getting at is Mr. Freeze doesn't even die. Now, here was the one bullshit that I did notice about this thing. At the end, Poison Ivy is locked up. Right, so she doesn't even die, right? Kid-friendly. Nobody dies. And so, anyway, so she's locked up. And then they allowed Mr. Freeze to get in his suit and scare the shit out of her. We don't even know what happens. It just ends at that point with that whole scene. Does he even go to jail? He's still a criminal. And he has the fucking cure for this disease. Did he make more? I mean, we're over here trying to fight COVID and shit. This dude is Moderna, Pfizer. Hell, man. I don't know, man. I didn't. That's how it ends. So Mr. Freeze doesn't die, doesn't get locked up. He's cool. He's dumb, man. What was the whole movie? The whole purpose of it? He literally tried to freeze the whole fucking city, and he's free to go. And then
he's one of those. Yep. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Real quick, the Poison Ivy thing. I'm just gonna my take on that. Poison Ivy fights Batgirl. She knocks her into a big Venus flytrap. Remember, Poison Ivy, her one power is she controls plants. She controls flowers and all that crap. And she can't control this one plant to let her go? Oh, my God. Dumb. I'm sorry. Go ahead, guys.
No, yeah, just so stupid. You kill off Joker. You kill off Penguin. I mean, even I'm glad he's dead. But Two-Face, you kill the fact that I'm trying to get to is you kill off iconic villains. Mr. Freeze is starting to get into like the D-lister villains of the Batman lore, right? But I mean, he's still a badass character villain in the animated series, the comics too. But you save him, you don't kill him off. There's, God forbid, there's a chance he could come back later. Like Poison Ivy, she could come back later. Like I want Joker back. I want Penguin. I want Riddler back. I'm glad he didn't die, but still, they kind of made it to where he did. His mind's gone.
Yeah,
but
good point.
Literally, yeah, I'm in terror as a teenager, thinking I could get fucking Mr. Freeze back. I could get fucking Poison Ivy back, and I want my Penguin. I want my Joker, and I'm never gonna get it again. Mm-hmm. The Burnverse was trashed into Schumacherverse, and this was the end.
Don't forget, you could get Bane back. All he did was lose his juice. He's a little drug addict midget now again, or whatever. No, man, nobody died. Nobody learned their lesson. Dumb, man. What do you think, Kat?
Yeah, the thing that bothered me was when Batgirl, she only came out like probably like 15 minutes, and then who was it? I think it was Batman. Oh, who is this? And then Alicia Silverstone just has just like that half match. But it's me, Bruce. It's like, well, no shit, it is fucking her.
Uh-huh.
He had that fucking Max Schreck moment.
Confused.
It's Batgirl, it's Barbara, you moron. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
At least with Max Schreck, fucking Michael Keaton's head wasn't shown. It was just his mouth, right? Like he takes it off with it. But like this bitch, her costume is literally covering her eyes, and you see it open. She's got the blonde, fluid hair. She's got
Alfred's freaking niece.
Huh?
Alfred's niece, man. Who makes our suits? Alfred. Who is this chick? Wait a minute. There's a niece in the house in the story now. Oh my god.
Fucking more perverted. His niece has nipples. Fucking oh my god.
No.
I prepared you a suit too with a fucking fully erect crotch. Fucking nipples.
Camel toe.
Camel toe. Alfred needs help, man. He needs a girlfriend. He needs a pet. I don't know.
They could have done some justice and let Alfred die in this one, bro. In peace. Nah, man. They brought his ass back too. He got the cure. Fucking. Whatever happened to Mr. Freeze's wife then?
No.
That was the whole thing. Now here's one thing that we kind of skipped over in Batman Forever. And I'm not trying to go back into that, but it just kind of ties into this Batman Robin. Is there was a scene where Riddler and Two-Face storm Bruce's manor, right? His mansion, and he's knocked out, and Mr. Two-Face is gonna shoot Bruce Wayne in the face, and Jim Carrey's Riddler says, "No, don't, or he won't learn," or whatever, right? So the whole purpose was to kill this dude, and they didn't. Well, there's this scene where in the beginning of the Mr. Batman and Robin, where Mr. Freeze can totally kill these dudes and doesn't. Oh my god! So here we go, round and round. Just pointless movies. So, real quick, guys, we've talked about the story, the acting, the dialogue, the characters, the effects, and cinematography. Soundtrack and music was the same by Goldenthal there.
Like almost exactly the same, except they added little bitty notes here and there, and I just thought it was a step down from the Batman Forever track. Actually, I feel like nobody put effort into it. It was just lazy. I don't know. That, in my opinion, with the music.
So, it was too kid friendly.
What's that?
I said it was too kid friendly.
Very kid friendly, but at the same time, well, why do they have nipples and stuff? That's not kid friendly. Is it teaching kids biology or what, man? Fucking dumb.
I gotta bring up something real quick before I forget. I don't mean to go back and forth, but something that really bothered me with the big chase with Mr. Freeze and that. What the hell is he driving? A goddamn commode? I mean, what is that thing? And then shoots spikes. Mr. Freeze has nothing to do with spikes, right? What does he do? He's hitting nothing, right? But anyway, the chase scene where they're like driving. Remember, Robin does that temper tantrum where Batman turns off his bullshit bike and like he's screaming. Okay, so what the hell happened to Mr. Freeze when Batman broke through his shit? He puts a cape off him. Is he like in a coma? Is he like, I don't know what the hell was wrong with him, but like he gave up or like he's knocked out with his eyes open. I never got that.
I remember that. That was the first time they captured him.
Yeah, pretty damn easy if you ask me. I was like, what the hell?
It was so dumb, man. Do you remember that, Cat?
Yeah, I remember that. That was just...
Yeah, he busts through the windshield or whatever. Next thing you know, dude's like... well, then there you go. Fucking. And why did they leave this dude in his suit? I mean, obviously it was going to keep him alive, but why didn't they just keep him in a frozen... Because remember, he wasn't in his suit when he was hanging out with Vivica A. Fox and the hockey team. Right? Remember he had that coat on or whatever? They could take him out of the suit, just put it in the frozen, right? The freezer. Because the suit is giving his powers. Oh my god. Right. The police department, bro. Is there anything else?
On my side, I'd say that's pretty much it. I mean,
you want to give it your good and bad?
Okay, yeah, the S-Rod, good and the bad. The good. I'm gonna try to find something positive. The good. Here we go. I'm glad we got this movie. I'm glad we got Batman Forever because the good was, ironically, if we didn't go this downhill, we would have probably never got the Nolan verse, which was coming next. To them to finally sit down and be like, look, we fucked up twice, really bad in the last one. We need to reboot. We need to restart and get it going somewhat to where we were headed. Like, back to like not Burton verse, but around there. Get it dark again. And I think that's the good. We had to go through this so we can get what we really deserved, in my opinion, was Nolan verse. And the bad is countless bads. I know we've been clowning a lot about Mr. Freeze. Poison Ivy kind of got we didn't really talk about her much in Batgirl. But Poison Ivy to me is bad, real bad in this one. To me, it was annoying. Her little, I don't know what accent was she trying to do, like 1950s thing. Well, hello yourself, like shit like that. So stupid. And she's a beautiful actress, don't get me wrong, but I mean, are we really gonna like go through all this to like try to get like spend $1 million on this chick for a date? Like, I don't know. I was just like, whatever. The Bane was a joke. Everything. The too much lights. And a very, very boring scene. I had to bring this up. What was this shit with Barbara and what's his name? Robin, Dick Grayson, where they just have a whole scene, like 10-minute scene of them driving around in this fucking what race with the bikes? What did that have to do with the plot? Like, what was I was bored with that scene. Bored, so stupid, boring. Had nothing to do with it. Mm-hmm. Just for him to catch her. Oh, this is where you hang out. Like, they literally did this whole scene just to have one-liner. Like, oh, horrible. And offline, I was thinking Batman Forever was the worst one, and now that I revisited this one, I'm sorry, Batman with Robin is the worst. I mean, I'll take Tommy Lee Jones gas bag fucking shimp skit, I guess, another time than fucking deal with this one. This one's really bad. God bless you, Arnold.
So how many skulls for this one for you?
Ooh, I'm gonna give it a 2. Mm-hmm. 2 skulls, and that's with everything, and I think that's too much.
Good. Kat? You're good and bad? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. The good is the music, and then for the bad, it's the whole thing. The acting, the cheesy lines, the whole thing. The fucking Batgirl was only there for 15 minutes. Bane didn't know how to talk, and that's about it. For my rating, I give it a 1 out of 10 skulls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well-deserved 1, I would say.
Well-deserved. So for Steve-O's winners and losers, the only winner, and I like what Kat says. She likes Elliot Goldenthal's composure. It's good. It's good to it's triumphant or whatever. But so yeah, that's one of my pluses. One of my few. To me, I love the fact that they got Schwarzenegger in the movie. I thought that was cool, right? It was a complete failure. He should have been Bane, right? That would have been interesting. But anyways, he was Mr. Freeze. Anyways, so losers. Everything's a loser, man. From Joe Schumacher to the acting, the story, the gadgets. Oh my God, the credit card. Bullshit, man. They went beyond. And one thing with the story that makes it a loser is just like we decided or we agreed on was they copied part 2 as much as they could. We were talking about teaming up bad guys. Why wouldn't there be a Mr. Freeze and a Penguin?
You know what I mean? That would honestly, that's a good team up. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I know, Kat, you wanted more Batgirl. I hated Batgirl. I hated Robin. I didn't want Robin. Who cares about those dudes? It was like, wait a minute. In Batman Forever, there was 2 bad guys, so we need 2 heroes, right? and then there's 3 bad guys in Batman and Robin. Now we need 3 heroes. It was a waste.
Yeah.
It took both Robin and Batgirl to beat Bane. All they did was kick the tubes out of him, and then Batgirl took out what do you call it? Poison Ivy, and Batman basically, and I guess Robin helped a little bit, but Batman took out Mr. Freeze. So once again, pointless to have Robin. He didn't do jack shit. Batgirl did more than he did. Loser. So my skulls is maybe a 1 or a 2. Being very gracious with that. Anyways, we Steve Flicks, we plan on doing a Christopher Nolan verse of his 3 classic movies, which really changed the tone. And but as far as news and future, Steve, what else? Obviously, they're working on the Robert Pattinson Batman too, right?
Yeah, that's going to be in the future. I don't know what else they're doing with the Flash. There was talks about bringing Michael Keaton back to play Batman, which I think is tremendous, awesome. I don't know how they make that work, but I mean, it'd be nice to see him again. I'm not gonna lie, but is it too far, too late? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to say it, but what else? I'm actually excited about the Robert Pattinson Batman, to be honest, because I know a lot of people he's typecast as Edward from the Twilight series, but he's an established actor. I love his work. He's a great actor in my opinion, and I want to see him as Batman. I'm giving him a chance. I'm not trashing him because of what people think of their opinions of Twilight or anything else he's done. Say what you will about Twilight, but what I've seen about this guy, he does give 100% each role he's given. And to be honest, my opinion, Twilight, he's the best thing of that series. I've seen them all, and he is great in that movie. So I'm excited to see him as that. Hopefully he hits it big. I'm rooting for the guy. Let's see what they do with it. I'm excited.
Yeah, and it's funny. This guy Robert Pattinson. I wasn't a big fan on the Twilights. I think I watched the first one only. Long story short, I became a fan of his during Christopher Nolan's Tenet with John Washington, Denzel Washington's son. So that was a good movie too. But in closing, what I would say is, basically, I hope our friends, family, followers, subscribers really enjoyed. I mean, it's got to probably be a 2-hour YouTube channel video here. But we tried our best. We're just a group of fans that really wanted to speak from our hearts and share the way we love and feel about these movies. Bottom line, Tim Burton's Batman 1989 and 1992 Batman Returns. Go see it if you haven't. Buy it on your digital copy. It's got to be part of the collection. If you haven't seen Batman Forever 1995 and Batman and Robin 1997, don't watch it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't buy it for sure. Do not add it to your collection. It's on HBO Max for free. Don't waste your money. It's not even worth $1. And we just want to thank Catherine, our special guest. It was so wonderful to have you. Did you have anything in closing?
No, just don't watch Batman and Robin or Batman Forever. It's a waste of your time, like big time. And thank y'all for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. We had a great time. What I'd like to add to that is only watch Batman Forever and Batman and Robin if you want to see how downhill we can go with these movies. That's the only reason to watch them. Batman 89, Batman Returns, in my opinion, I don't know. If we could close this with one thing, if I could ask you one at a time, out of the two, you had to choose, which one is your number one? And I'll start with Steve-O. 89 Batman or 1992 Batman Returns?
I got to go with 1989, the first one. As much as I love the darkness out of Batman Returns, the origin story and the performance from Joker. I love the Danny DeVito Penguin and the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. They'll never compare as the Jack Nicholson's Joker. There's no way. And he steals the show as one bad guy. Man, that set the tone for everything. But anyways, that's my pick.
Yeah, with mine, it's the same. The 1989 Batman. I would choose that one because I love the Joker scene and everything. It wasn't too dark. It was dark, but not as bad as Part Two, which I love Part Two, but I just always stick with the classics, Part One.
Great choices to both y'all. I think with me, it's always been the first one, but I started watching the second one more and more. I just grown this love for it, and it's just right there a pinch. And ironically, it's that one scene to me where he comes out as Bruce Wayne in the cape and cowl, that wins me over. That one scene, I don't know what it is to me. So that's the only little scene. If they didn't have that scene in there, it would still be hard, but I'd still stick with 89 Batman. But that one scene they had, like, to me, is just wow. The music was perfect, everything. Like, so I'm gonna say, and I may change my opinion a couple years from now, get back to it. But yeah, right now it's Batman Returns, just by a spec. That's it. But thank you so much, Catherine, for joining us. We really had fun discussing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'll have to bring you back for another show in the future. Just let us know which movie touches your heart, like all these movies touch ours. And without further ado, if you haven't subscribed yet or commented, please add your comments. Tell us what you think. I know this video was very, very long, but if you're a fan like us, you'll spend the 2 hours to watch this thing. Our next Steve Flicks is going to be Pretty Woman, believe it or not. So if you're into that, those flicks, stay tuned.
It was our first one that was recommended to us that wanted us to review it was Shala. So there you go, Shala. That'll be the next episode for you. We'll get into that.
All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye, everybody. Take care.